so glad the conversation picked up again.
Sorry, I'm just sleepy now. Kill the big bird. Who's the boss here?
I don't even remember.
Why is that censored in the chat? That's weird.
Big bird?
No. I thought someone said Skeeter is a fag. And I went, oh.
What'd they say?
It censored out a different name. I didn't know that's on the list. I gotta go see what that's about. Who messed with the word filter?
Word filter.
Word. Swirl. Lick it, swirl.
Swirl. You don't know really ugly little Pokemon? Diggersby?
Diggers. Oh, it's the, like, the bunny thing.
Second one.
He's
His
okay.
name.
He's not a, what's it called? What the fuck is it called? The thing with, the, like, it's like a squirrel or chipmunk or something. And it's got really fat cheeks, and I hate it.
Oh, cat rat.
Oh, yeah, I think that's it. No, not Petrat. It's, God damn, it's one of the Diamond and Pearl ones.
Oh no, now everyone's calling me bad words.
You're a nigger.
Stop.
That's at least in the word filter. Even though you're completely open to saying it during the stream.
Diamond and Pearl.
Oh, this word list is weird. How did a lot of this end up on here? I went through and removed a bunch of it. Per ugly. Yeah, remember per ugly?
I hate perugly. I thought it was perugly, but per ugly. Sure, why not?
I mean, that's what it's supposed to be.
That's not a great one.
That's a horrible name.
And I always hate how much they don't try on the regional birds. The new ones aren't so bad. Talonflame, those guys were okay.
Talonflame is the worst name ever.
The name is terrible. But he's okay with me.
Is it pronounced perugly?
Real ugly because the person's glam meow.
Well, I figured it's per ugly just because it's the word per and ugly put together. Clever, by the way, clever. I get it.
But there's it was just oh yeah, Unfezza. That's a very plain.
Yeah, it doesn't really have a use either, does it? Like, I think the only gimmick it has is that, like, it has a male and female version.
Which isn't exclusive in any way. One of my favorite gender differences though is Wobbuffet. Seen that one?
Yeah, it's got
lipstick. It has lipstick.
Lipstick's the best. It's stupid.
They introduced that as a thing, that the sprites would be different depending on gender, but for a lot of them, nothing changes.
Yeah, like
almost all of them.
Swalot, its whiskers are slightly shorter. It's female. But you wouldn't even notice.
We shouldn't even have them.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
Why did they do? I forget.
Yeah,
there's a duck in the opening of Fat Albert, but he's never in the show. Was it Quack or something? That's what they would say to him. It's too bad Fat Albert ate him.
I killed Mr. Rossetti.
Why did you kill Mr. Rossetti?
It was preemptive.
Did you know they gave a warning in the new games about Mr. Rossetti that he's angry?
They said he's a very scary man. Don't let him near your children.
He'll grab them. He'll snatch them up.
Also, watch out. Dangerous predators are using Animal Crossing to rape your children.
They're sending messages to them by telling villagers new catchphrases.
Tortimer could be a pedophile.
That's why he's not the mayor anymore.
Yeah.
I turned on the game, and one of my villagers called me a fat bitch.
Yeah.
And then I talked to another one, and I said, I'm going to find you. I'm wondering where they picked that language up from. I didn't say it.
Clearly.
Those are other people playing online.
Yeah.
I like that Fox News story about how the DS is dangerous because of PictoChat.
Yeah.
And the guy has to be in the kid's house to even be able to talk to them anyways.
Which is a problem.
And then he was saying how people could send you nasty images, and what does that mean? Is he drawing a picture of his penis? Yeah, I guess that's what he'd be doing.
There's 2 potholes. Draws an X.
This is what my wiener looks like. Just a photo of his wiener. Maybe that's what they're warning you about. There's pedophiles out there who are really good artists. I liked PictoChat, but I understand why they took it out.
I was sad that I never even got to use it.
Me and my friends have dropped like people poop on each other, so nasty pedophiles. It's weird
I remember
how slightly taller everybody is in the movie.
Yeah, it is weird.
They don't want him to look too chunky.
Also, is it just me or is your video paused?
What do you mean?
Pikmin for me and Skype is just paused. It's a still image.
Oh. Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
I like
what am I doing? I'm just wasting time here. There's no treasure.
I like Animal Crossing a lot, but I think that's the Nintendo series that's the most stagnant.
I was playing the GameCube one a while back. I forgot how much fun it was.
Yeah. I'm not insulting the new ones, but I mean, everything that was great about the series is from that one.
I mean, yeah, they don't really change it up too much. And then you get an example like the DS game, and then the Wii one is just the DS game.
No, they added one new area.
Yeah, they added a new area, and that's it.
And mic support. You can no longer... They're selling it... They re-released it for $20, but now there's no online, so there's no mic support. So...
It's okay, nothing supported it anyways, just that game. And it was a horrible microphone, you couldn't turn it off. Someone said the game has no sound.
Oh shit, I forgot, oh Jesus. The call, I forgot that, Skype adjusts the volume, so I gotta put it back up. That'll be good. Oh, that was too loud.
But before my internet went out, someone was asking about the TBG TV thing. It's going to be when we're not streaming games, we're going to leave it going, and it'll be... We did a test stream of it earlier. I was actually surprised how many people ended up seeing that we were doing it. I was just trying to show it to Chris, but the way it works is kind of like an actual TV channel, so it has like a show schedule. There's commercial breaks, and we're planning on leaving it like running 24 hours a day until we decide to stream something on our own. And I still have to put videos into it. We can add new stuff to it all the time too. It's really easy to do it. But there should be more than enough there that you could watch it for like a straight day and probably wouldn't see anything repeat itself very much. It's completely random how it does things though. If it the show schedule it makes is usually pretty varied, but it'll pick a random episode of the show out of one that nobody's seen yet, and once it shows every episode it resets the list. So there you go. That's how it works. So if you want to leave that going as background noise, the options there.
We're gonna have episodes of dinosaurs, a sitcom.
I wish.
I wanted to put the Archie video you made on there, but I know we get in trouble for that. It's too bad. I liked it. Your video isn't there on Skype.
Oh my god! Running into too many problems.
Tumor problems.
What kind of tumor do you have?
Very clever.
Too many tumors. It's a new reality show. Remember they did that show Black and White, and they would they paint a black person white and a white person black to see what it's like.
Did that happen?
That happened years ago. I remember that being a show. And people were really, really upset about it, and they took it off really quick. I think it was just called Black and White. It would be cool if the chat could vote on what to watch from time to time. We're gonna put stuff in like that. There's actually going to be some commands. Because of how it works right now, I can't actually like set up a bot to look at the Twitch chat. We can only get information from Twitch alerts, so if people want to... I know the static screen works, so if you donate with the name static screen, you can actually get it to appear for a little bit. But we have a few things like that, so if you want to...
Well, that's once we get the once we get the new computer back, right? Or the good. I don't know how to refer to that thing.
It's not going to be running on mine anyways. What's his name?
Well, yeah, but we need the files from like all the old stuff.
Not really.
No, am I mistaken?
No, this actually can just work on its own. But the thing is, we if I want to set up something that'll read the chat, I'm gonna have to have the laptop back just to set something up to scan it. But we will have, we do have commands you can activate if you donate with certain names. So if you want to skip a show, I think you donate with the name Strangle, and it lets you skip a show. Static screen brings up the static screen.
Static Shock.
Brings up an episode of Static Shock. The school shooting episode, that's the only one.
I also feel like that's the movie.
He says it does it. He goes, "Ooh, it hurts." It's not at all like on TV. I'm trying to remember what the other commands are. There's a few of them. But we're gonna keep adding new stuff to it, and we're also there's a very good idea. We're gonna put a net monster arena into it later on. The way it's gonna work is it'll we'll have a few net monsters that we may put into it, and they'll battle each other.
We're witnessing a glitch.
What's that?
I'm not seeing it.
As in you're not seeing the video?
Yeah, it's just loading for me.
Oh my gosh. The boss that we beat, or that I beat, he's got an animation, and it got stuck playing even though he's dead.
So what do you do?
No, it's just a neat thing. As far as I know, it's not going to ruin the game or anything.
Oh, now your video turned off.
Are you serious?
What a mess.
I don't know why we're having so many technical issues
Technical
tonight.
Foul.
That's what you were doing last night. You were laying in your bed, screaming technical foul, laughing at yourself.
That's right! I forgot about that.
It was late at night.
Oh my god, the funniest things happen when I'm asleep.
It was late at night and he was about to go to bed. He was using Skype on his phone. And he started screaming out Whitey impressions laying in his bed, laughing at himself.
Remember my hiccup there?
I do.
That hurt like hell.
Someone uploaded a replay of the whole Microsoft call thing. So if you want to hear your hiccups, it's there. Someone said old streams would be kind of neat. The reason we don't even have any of our streams being saved is because we were waiting to... Because from what I heard, you can do certain stuff with saved replays of old streams, and we're waiting to apply for a Twitch partnership to keep them saved up. Because I think you're limited to how many you can have saved, but if you're partnered, you get to keep them. So that's what we were waiting for. We're gonna apply for that when we hit like, I don't know, 3,000 followers or something and hope we can get it.
$3,000.
We probably won't.
$4 million?
Need $4 million. Are Chris and Corey contributing to TBG TV? They said they'd make videos for it.
What the fuck is that sound? What is that?
Do it again.
I don't control it.
Where did it come from? Do it again.
It does what it wants.
What's it coming from?
Is that the only... Oh god, I guess it was.
Whole bovoid.
Oh, you're playing the game.
I liked how in the DS Animal Crossing, if you had an action replay, you could go to someone else's town and replace the exit to the town with a museum so they can never leave.
And then if they saved it, what?
They could never use the internet again. Why did they change the characters like that for the second game? That was weird to me. They made Gulliver into an astronaut for no reason.
They're just mixing it up.
Captain, who was supposed to be the Kappa, he was obviously supposed to be like a boat captain and everything. He just drives a taxi cab.
Yeah.
Or was it a bus?
The island's back in... It's so weird how you can't change your skin color in Animal Crossing. The first one you could get tan.
Yeah, the first one you could.
In the Wii one, you could be black if you used the Mii.
That's true.
But in the new one, you can't get tan at the island. You just can't. You gotta be a white person.
Well, people complain.
It's because now they know that Americans get offended if there's a black person or a woman.
That's the thing too, is there is a big misunderstanding with Japanese developers that they see everyone over here gets so upset about it that they think it's that people just don't like them. It's not that they want all these things catered to them in that way. They think it's just because people here are afraid of girls in video games. So just don't include them. That's what happens when you get real angry about things and you yell at foreigners. Please tell me you'll have the video of the elephant giving birth. I was surprised we didn't get banned for doing that. What did we have playing behind it? It was an Offspring MIDI file?
Oh, something.
I forgot about that.
Oh god, you can go over the wall. I didn't know that. Oh Jesus, no.
What's happening? Describe it to us.
Oh, because of course you can't see, can you?
You got it. We can't.
I'm glad you caught on. That's all I had to say. And a lot of people who would not have caught on.
Happy
I don't know.
home
Why does
designer.
it keep disconnecting the video?
I don't know. It's automatically doing it now. Happy Home Designer gave skin options. What's Happy Home Designer?
Oh, that's like they tried to turn Animal Crossing to My Sims, and for some reason it costs more than New Leaf, even though it's like a fraction of the game with the same assets. It's fundamental,
Yeesh.
and it's really a rip-off. Really, it takes all the fun out of. It's like you know, when you cheat in a game, it can sometimes take some for a lot of it. Got a pill bug.
Phil Bug. Phil Bug.
But you know, like, and having access to all the furniture and stuff, just
Is that what it is?
kind of. It's all about setting up homes and stuff. Yeah, other homes. It's not a new Animal Crossing, and it's not an expansion. It's like a weird spin-off, but it costs more than New Leaf. It's really strange.
How much is it?
$40?
Yeesh.
Still can't believe Tomodachi Life is like a full retail price 3DS game.
It did well, didn't it?
Yes, but from the moment I saw the trailer, I thought it was just gonna be a little like $10, $20.
I thought Mario Maker was going to be like a downloadable thing. I was surprised that was a full price game. Nintendo knows they can get away with it though.
Yeah.
I mean, they were charging how much for Smash Brothers DLC? And nobody complained.
Isn't that weird?
And I don't know
To
if
me,
you're
that's weird. I don't know. Maybe that's par for the. Maybe like. To me, it's weird because I would expect a lot of people to complain about the price of things.
No, because it's Nintendo. I don't care. We'll defend it. That's the thing too. Is some of the stage DLC, 3 of the stages are exactly the same. It's the same exact layout. It's just it visually looks different, and you have to pay separately for each one. How much is it? $1, $2? It's way too much for what it is.
$2 I wouldn't drop. I could see $1 if it's like your favorite game or something.
Well, it's weird for stages to be done like that because I get it for characters. For stages, it's pretty unusual to me unless you were doing like a ton of them bundled together for like $1 or $2. It's weird when you can buy them separately for a price like that.
Mm-hmm.
I know they have bundles of them, but I know they're also more than like $1 when they shouldn't be.
It's because it comes with me.
$3 for stages. Yeesh.
I would not pay $3 for a stage. Even if it was like my favorite game being represented, that's too much for me.
Yeah.
And if it was
I guess people who get to play video games a lot probably have more income anyway, but
you also have to weigh it in, like compare all the new content and how much it would cost to the full game you just bought and all that content and how much that was priced for. You're buying what, like a 1/10 of the cast?
Ooh, I found.
I'm trying to think about it. It's probably not even a 1/10. I would, let's just say a 1/10 of the cast you're getting, and you're getting like a quarter of the stages, and you're paying probably the same price of the game for all of that. It's really weird that.
I told you about Pokemon Cross, right?
What about it? Oh, that you can't progress in it unless you keep throwing money at it?
It's ridiculous. Like, they have Pokemon Shuffle, you gotta wait a day to keep playing, that's fine. But, same with Pokemon Rumble World, which is a baby game, but still. But Pokemon for Cross, you can wait a day. You still have to pay, or else you're gonna have to wait like 3 weeks to progress at a certain point. I can't believe how ridiculous the beastly brothers.
Everyone video games are just video games.
Or you can just buy it.
Yeah, it turns into a chore. You're not even playing a game at that point anymore. You're playing a little time waster, and then you have to throw your money to get it back.
Yeah. I found this fossil's head and torso on the same night. Wow, they look nice now.
I forgot about that when I was playing the GameCube Animal Crossing. You don't give him fossils, you had to mail them to him.
Oh yeah! Reason. What the hell? I forgot about that.
I forgot how weird that was.
But it's funny that they always look like kind of like, you know, like paper thin alpha textures on a couple polys.
I like that.
Well, they look nice now, though. They look like actual stuff.
There's a charm to that style.
True. I do like that you can like find an octopus in the ocean and then have an NPC as an octopus.
Someone said Pokemon DLC sure would suck. Yeah, it sure would.
How would you even work in mainline Pokemon DLC?
Outfits.
Mythic Pokemon. Well, that's okay. You know what? I'd let that happen.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Affect me.
Oh boy.
Do you not like that?
Oh boy. Oh boy. No, I actually wouldn't care if they did that. Because yeah, it wouldn't affect me.
Yeah, it's just.
But like, I could see them doing it for.
Now, if you had to buy mythical Pokemon, that would be bullshit.
You have to buy it.
That's probably what they would do too, because that's what all the little 5-year-olds want the most.
Yeah, you'll have to buy passes to go to special areas. What if they did that? You had to buy passes to special areas like the Safari Zone, so you can only catch certain Pokemon with
There is roundabout. You could call it DLC. There's if you have the Pokemon Bank on certain dates, they will give you certain special edition Pokemon. Right now you can get, you know, the Reggies, the Golems.
Fizumi? Yeah.
Yeah. Golems. You can get them with their hidden ability, which you can't get normally if you have Pokemon Bank right now. That's kind of DLC in a way. I mean, it's an incentive, really, but it's also not that big of a deal because those abilities are worse than their regular ability in that case.
Are they not? Or no, it's not that they're not good. It's their the big one.
The big one's terrible. The little ones aren't great, but they're not terrible. But they gave Regigigas really high stats. But
oh my god!
It halves his stats for 5 turns. 5 turns in Pokemon is an eternity. 5 turns is enough to set up a sweep or one-hit kill for.
That's the thing, the damage equation's based on levels, so almost everything is a one-hit kill.
Well, that's why people play at 50 now.
Why is that even factored in? What? I never liked that it multiplies the damage out based on your level.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing in RPGs, is it's not doing that, it's basing it on your actual stats. Have you ever seen the damage equation, how much of a mess it is?
Yeah.
It's really, really big.
The hidden stats aren't hidden anymore, at least, but they're still very hard to manage. IVs are such a pain in the ass for some reason. Cherry. Cherry.
Cherry.
Oh, that's okay with them. See. I'm not getting either of my favorites though. We bought
the Mudokons.
The Mudokons are coming to live in my town. You know, water trees. I can't remember.
Animal Crossing? I don't think so.
Oh, I thought of it.
I can't wait to go back to my town on Animal Crossing. I cut every single tree down.
Do you have any fruit?
Well,
Who needs fruit?
who needs it?
There's durians in New Leaf. Did they have durians before?
I think the DS game. No, that might be a new edition.
Yeah, it's my favorite animal.
How much do they go for?
Durians? Oh, so
Yeah.
if they're native or not. They could be native though.
It's a weird native fruit to have.
I think they could be native. They might be a tropical.
Do you get grossed out if you eat it?
I didn't eat it. It's a really good question. Because it is known for being a very temperamental flavor. I've never had one, but they look cool.
They look
I
cool.
found out about them through Mario Sunshine.
Japan loves them. They sure love them.
Do you think they just like them because they look cool?
Well, they also like really gross tasting things. Have you ever had pickled plum rice balls?
No.
That doesn't sound nearly as gross as what I described. They're described in durians.
Oh, yeah, durians are worse, but that's the thing is, even that, which sounds like it's not good, but it's not, like, revolting. I remember I had one, I bit into it, and I was ready to vomit almost immediately. They like their really bitter...
Natto? That's really gross.
They like their bitter, gross-tasting food.
Have you seen natto? It's like fermented some kind of bean, and it looks like spider web stickiness to it. And you just eat it.
You know what is good? Falafel. Oof.
Yeah.
I'd like one right now. Oof. Real good.
I can't believe there's villagers that are awake right now.
James Arnold Taylor uploaded a video explaining the Tidus laugh.
Why would you explain that?
Why would you explain that?
It's so perfect. Let it stay the.
Also, it makes sense within context. It's just so stupid that that's why it ends up being funny.
The acting's terrible in the game.
Yeah, that's also the problem. It's him. You have Johnny Test voicing your main character.
Well, you're also voicing a translated game. And there's usually a.
Yeah, that too. He's probably given really bad direction on it.
Yes, exactly. I don't even think it's just
Guys, don't make fun of it. Here's the reason. No, no, no. Don't you harass me.
It's the last thing you'd want to hear in an argument. Last thing you want to hear when you're ready to kill yourself.
That's right.
So you want to hear about to kill somebody? You know those perfect fruit now?
Yeah, I heard about it. What's the difference?
They just sell for a lot more, but you can only grow them in a native town, which is interesting because before there was no incentive to have your native fruit in your town. I don't know if you...
Yeah, there wasn't, because it would sell for less.
Yes. So now the incentive is sometimes a perfect gold here. But if other people grab it and sell it, that's how you get like the most money out of fruits.
Siri, I can't breathe.
Whatever.
I suppose you can't.
What does that mean?
It means nothing.
Siri, I can't breathe.
You can't?
Siri, I can't breathe.
Okay, you can't then.
Oh my god.
Change
Fine,
it,
be
say-
that way.
Say like, I can't come or something.
Siri, I
very rude.
can't come.
Okay, you can't then.
Or it's just Okay, that's dumb. It's just like
Yeah, it's just a generic thing. I can't breathe.
I thought not.
see.
She has
planned it all along.
Yeah, she has a lot of responses for it. I can't breathe.
I thought not.
Siri, my wife is dead.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Siri, what's your favorite N-Gage game?
My name is Siri, and I was designed by Apple in California. That's all I'm prepared to say.
People like this? People like this software? Do you think Nintendo's gonna make a gay NPC character in the next... They already had the giraffe.
A what?
The giraffe.
Oh yeah, yes.
The giraffe was supposed to be a boy. They changed it to a girl. Changed it to a girl from there, okay.
I was playing with a friend of mine who did make a female character, and if you try to go to the island with a male character and a female character, half acts like you're a couple. Never does that piss anybody off. It doesn't do that for two of the same. I assume two of the same gender.
But boys can wear dresses in it now.
Yeah, I had a sombrero, a curly mustache, and a white dress, and I didn't have any shoes on. It was like starting day out, but
Oh, good God.
Siri.
Siri here. How may I help you?
Help. Tell Susan I'm dying.
I couldn't find Susan in your contacts. To whom shall I send it?
Me.
I don't have a phone number or email address for a disgrace, and your daughter is dead and never coming back. Ha ha, stupid bitch. To whom should I send your message?
I forgot about that.
Nobody.
Okay, I won't send it.
No, as in their name is Nobody, Siri.
nobody serious.
You're a nobody, Roxas. Where's Kyrie? She's with me now. She's part of the darkness.
Oh, God.
Siri, tell me a joke. Ha 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 ha.
A disgrace and your daughter is dead and never coming
That's
back.
not a joke.
You don't really know any good jokes.
I thought she had soft jokes to tell you. Like really shitty ones.
Oh, you gotta say this. Tell me a bad joke.
What did one iPhone say to the other? I used to know this one.
Tell a bad joke.
That may be beyond my ability.
Tell a bad joke.
That may be
Tell a bad joke.
That may.
Tell a bad joke.
Hi.
She didn't
All right.
understand.
Hello?
Hello.
It's me, Siri.
Sneery.
Hi, I'm Siri. Oh, you broke the toy. You gotta get all of these for Rob.
What phone?
Is that what these things are?
Yeah,
Oh.
Can you see what he's playing?
I'm watching it through Twitch.
Oh. Are they pieces of Rob?
They're his little things for stack up.
Like the gyros, right?
Yeah.
Or the stack. Or the two different things.
I'm not a
Well, the
big
gyros,
gamer.
the gyros were the spinning tops.
Okay.
These were the blocks. Yeah, memorable gyro block.
I always assumed that Rob had more games in Japan. He did
No.
not.
No. And the whole angle was that they weren't selling a game console over here, they were selling a robot toy.
Which was kind of cool, but he just needed more interaction. Like, there's just not.
It's also, he didn't really work, he was so slow, it was better to just use the other controller.
The gimmick with Gyro Knight was a good idea, but that's not enough.
It's a neat idea, but it didn't work too well. But the thing was, stack up didn't even matter.
No.
Those blocks did nothing, you would just press the start button, and it would believe you that you did it right.
Yeah, that was dumb. Gyro Knight, I'll give credit, that one was dumb.
That was it.
Oh god, I just lost all my blue Pikmin, and that's gonna want me to go in the water, isn't it?
Can't the white ones go in?
No.
No.
I thought you said the white ones are immune to everything.
No,
No,
the
no.
bulbmen are immune to everything.
Do you have any?
You got,
No,
got
you
two.
only-
Oh, you got two. You got two of them.
I don't think it's gonna be enough. Oh god! You expect me to fight this fucking thing?
Siri, sing me a song.
I'd rather not.
Siri, quit being a bitch.
I'm surprised she doesn't sing, like, Daisy, Daisy, in reference to...
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
Fox
I would
Buddy.
expect.
Siri, I'm very stinky.
You're
I don't
wearing
know
a
what that
diaper.
means. Okay, I can search the web for
Yes.
Siri, I'm very stinky.
Ha ha, you're wearing a diaper.
Let me check on that. Okay, I found this on the web for how you're wearing a diaper.
Wearing a diaper.
Wearing a diaper.
Siri, how do I microwave a diaper the right way?
Very carefully.
Let's see. Here's what I found on the web for how do I microwave a diaper the right way.
This is Pamper G.
Yeah, links to his grave.
He's not dead, is he?
Not yet.
What kind of cancer does he have?
I don't know. How to make chocolate diaper poo for a baby shower. Yeah, great.
That's
What?
terrible.
Excuse me?
I have very vulgar humor, but that is gross. You're just supposed to eat that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a gross out party. Get ready for your baby.
I made chocolate poop, chocolate diaper poop, and I made this is milk vomit.
All you need is cottage cheese and yellow food coloring.
Severed foreskin ravioli?
Oh
don't
shit,
like
that
that.
reminds me, I got some Chef Boyardee today.
I'm glad I could remind you in such a way.
I'm
I
looking
do
forward to that.
Which one is it? It's ravioli?
Yeah, ravioli. Ravioli.
Ravioli.
Anyone know if Killer Instinct is worth upgrading to Windows 10? No, it isn't.
No,
Oh.
nothing is worth upgrading to Windows 10.
Yeah, like,
Also, Killer Instinct of all things.
and
No.
that is such a bad one to do it for. Halo made more sense than just Halo. I don't want fucking 10, alright.
Obviously, there's a scene that'll defend Killer Instinct because it's a fighting game, but I would not go for it at all.
The only thing I will give that game is I kind of like Volgar's design. That's it. It's alright.
Fulgor always looked cool.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's hard to mess up.
Yeah, but they made what? Is it? Rash? Which Toad got in?
One of them, and one of Kerbifer's friends of all people voiced him, so oof.
Interesting. Well, he looks terrible in that game, in my opinion. As far as
Yeah, someone just said John Tron said Windows 10 is good though. John doesn't know the full extent of the operating system. He's not doing anything technical with it. You're setting yourself up for something horrible if you're actually going to upgrade to Windows 10.
Does he? Well, I mean, does he? Can he pirate things? Like, does he do that, or is he like
probably
concerned
not
about his public image now?
Probably not. All he's going to use it for is to play games.
Because I mean, like, granted, if you're like not pirating things, you're going to run into less problems.
But still,
Because
even
that's
if
what
you're
they're gearing it
the
towards,
thing
but-
is, even if you're into games, you're going to run into problems too. If you're someone who is the kind of person who you would buy the Xbox 360 and you wouldn't even notice when a game is like running like garbage and everything. If you're one of those kinds of people, you won't notice any problems. But that's the thing, is like Windows 10 is constantly locked with a limit of 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
So if you have a monitor that can go beyond that, you're not allowed to. You have to close the Xbox Live process or whatever it's called to not have it do that to you anymore. There's all these stupid things set up in it.
for Windows Lives 2.0.
You can pirate
forgot
stuff
this
on-
guy existed.
You can pirate stuff on Windows 10. The thing is that they have like things on the operating system tracking what you're doing. So potentially they could contact software developers and potentially they could even just shut you out of it. That's the thing, is that it tracks everything you're doing on there too. It's a very fishy operating system. You got stomped on. Good thing that doesn't hurt that much.
Well, I lost all my mans though.
Did Currifer like molest you? It seems like you bring him up a lot. This is like the second time we've ever mentioned him.
I don't know, maybe it's gonna keep in track.
Did Kerbifer molest you?
I still don't understand his name. Kirby Fur?
Yeah, Kirby Fur.
I assume his name is Christopher and he likes Kirby. It's probably the extent of it.
Oh god, I didn't realize it's the last half.
If you don't use the express setting, you just turn that. That's the thing. You're going out of your way to do all of the stuff and mess with it. I wouldn't ever recommend Windows 10 just because it seems really unstable and everything.
If you really want to play,
if you really want to play Killer
console.
Instinct, yeah,
Play it on
that's
the
the thing too.
like, what is that? Is that
I wouldn't jeopardize a computer for it. Like I said, if you're someone who's not doing too much, sure, go ahead, upgrade to Windows 10. I would never do it. Although eventually you're going to be forced into doing it, so
Yeah, I mean,
brace for that.
Yeah, but I just hope like them there's alternative either an alternative operating system or maybe Windows would make an operating system for somebody who doesn't want such intrusive features. I don't hope. I just don't want to switch to another.
It's also just compatibility with a lot of programs. I know it's pretty fucked up too.
But if it does continue this direction, I'm probably gonna have to like switch to Linux or something. I can't deal with this shit.
Soon, Chrome won't be able to update on Windows operating systems that are before 8. That's actually true, because I'm on XP and it keeps giving me a warning pop-up saying that it's not going to be supported on XP, Vista, or 7 anymore.
really?
Which is really weird because Windows 8 is garbage. Like, that's the thing too. I would never recommend anyone upgrade to Windows 8 because it's so horrible about compatibility.
Windows 8 is really... I'm running Windows 8 right now. Windows 8. I said Windows 8.
Really,
I'm
that's
running
my
it right
biggest
now,
problem.
and, it's giving me a lot of problems.
When I talk about like operating systems, I know there's all the little small things in the back that are issues, but compatibility with programs is one of the worst things about them. It's why people got really upset when Vista came out, just because it screwed so many things up and it was hard to have
I
anything.
love that design. It's the creepiest daddy long legs.
He's all fuzzy.
Big fan. How big would this be compared to a person?
Like how he walks around.
Doesn't the sack open or something?
Well, yeah, when he dies.
Legit, the only reason I have Vista is Halo 2. And yeah, the sad thing about that was they made an XP patch later on, so you didn't even need it. Because funny thing about that, you didn't need to be on Vista to run it. That was just a way to get people to switch over to it. I guess that's what the Killer Instinct thing is supposed to be doing. But Killer Instinct doesn't even have that big of a crowd. I'm surprised that's the game they picked.
So you can scratch.
He's a spider.
He's not really. I can't call that a spider.
What did they even update in Chrome? Well, Chrome now refuses to load websites if anything acts up even slightly, so I can't even look at the cutting room floor wiki right now because of Chrome. I have to switch to Firefox to look at it, so Google's actually doing a good job making it worse somehow. I would never recommend Firefox at this point just because it's so behind. It's a memory hog. But Google is doing a good job. Why does everybody do that? Why does everybody eventually just decide to make things...
Yeah.
I guess so. You don't have to do anything after a certain point. Once you get it working, you don't have to change anything. Oh, he's like a party ball. Was that the last boss?
No.
Oh.
We still have to save Louie.
Oh yeah. Louie.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna run to the restroom, so I'll be right back.
Notice that I believe version of Rob, I believe it is.
Oh yeah, that's Rob's head.
But isn't that the Famicom version of Rob?
Yeah, it is. To be fair, that issue with Chrome may just be on this laptop because this laptop is running a weird version of it that has to support XP.
Like XP.
Remembered old buddy. Aww.
Oh. I like that Nintendo disregards the well, I don't the disregard, it's almost tongue in cheek, but I like that Rob is like a weird retro mascot for Nintendo now. I think that started with Mario Kart DS.
Yeah, it was weird he was a character. I was sad they took him out after that.
Yeah, but he got in Smash Bros.
He was really good too in Mario Kart.
Oh, he was one of the last things he got, so yeah.
Yeah. I like that too, that he was like the big reward at the end of the game. That you got a character like that.
That is a huge surprise.
You could play as Dry Bones for whatever reason.
Yeah, and he had a tank, so I actually played as him a lot.
Well, also the tank was a broken vehicle, so
They have the highest.
it was the highest acceleration. So if you were good at snaking, you could just go off the course and keep using it. That's the thing. People, I think I mentioned this before. There's a guy called Trihex who was going on and on saying like, "Oh, Mario Kart DS is the best one because it's got the most tech." The tech in that game is snaking. You're just talking about snaking. You're talking about going off the course and mashing left and right and doing nothing else. It's not even hard.
It's good though. It is a good one.
It is a good one. I love DS for a lot of reasons, but that was the one thing that ruined it for me. I would never compliment that about it. It's
There's no online now.
Oh yeah, that's true too. But that was the thing. That game was awful.
Here's a topic. Do you like to say restroom or bathroom?
Bathroom.
Potty.
Potty's a good one.
I usually just say what I'm about to do.
Yeah, that's another option.
I understand. Yeah, someone's saying in the chat. I understand the idea of making something that's going to fall apart. Dell absolutely does that with their products. Like even their chargers are designed to break.
As you found out.
House development plans are built that way now.
But the thing is, an operating system is different from that. And not only that, something like Google Chrome, for example, that doesn't even cost money, so there's no reason to start breaking it over time. That doesn't make any sense to me. Or like YouTube. YouTube have a perfectly functional layout, and then they just change the layout every year to justify the people they hired on as like web designers. There's no point of doing it. It was just fine. So I never really understood that. Where's Louie?
Louie, Louie, Louie.
Louie, Louie.
That's the hit song from the Archies.
Yeah.
I like the clip of Betty, and she's shaking around in place. I don't know what she's supposed to be doing. Her arms are out. She just starts shaking.
Which video was that?
You were using it. You kept using it at the beginning of your one video. It was just her with her arms out, and it's like she has an invisible hula hoop, but she doesn't know how to use it right. She's just convulsing for no reason.
Yeah, the editing and the music and everything, that one turned out really nice. Had a very specific feel to it.
I liked whatever song that was.
I could probably find her again at some of Power Disco.
Oh, I don't need to do this.
Didn't Archie die? Yeah, he got shot.
That's true, we know that rebooted.
He did not get shot, he turned into a giant milkshake.
He didn't get turned into a milkshake, he got put inside of a giant milkshake. And then he drowned in it.
Yeah.
And then Judge
I don't know how it ends exactly, but he did die, and then it got rebooted. Like
he got shot because his there was a character they introduced who was a gay boy.
And then he was also a politician.
Yeah, he became a senator and was dating a black man, so someone was going to shoot him because of it.
Was he dating a black man? Was that like...
Yes.
Was it really like, oh, there's 2 levels of progressiveness?
I don't know if it really
and the guy was going to shoot him because of that. And Archie takes the bullet.
And then it's like a retrospective thing after that. I don't know if Archie was actually experiencing it, but the coverage made it look like he was.
It was weird too, because it's called Life with Archie, and then they killed him.
It ain't life no more.
And now they're like redesigned to look hip and modern.
Yeah, I saw that.
Pretty sure the gay guy did it from the start.
Is he the same as he's always been? Where he just says, I am gay?
Yeah, he was really nondescript from what I remember. He was just a blonde man.
Yeah, that's all he was.
Well, and he wasn't. Everybody else was like a goofy character.
And then Veronica would say, I'm gonna date him. And he goes, haha, I'm gay. And she goes, what? I'm gonna date you. And that's
no
the whole
penis,
time.
no go.
She says, I've got my greatest plan ever, Betty. I'm going to strap this hot dog to my crotch, and then it'll work.
Oh, Veronica, I don't think that's gonna work.
Betty, I don't even like you.
This is the one where Veronica like gets high.
She gets high? What?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Archie.
She's the bad girl, you're not supposed to like her. Even though Betty is not even a person, she's not. What a bleak universe they created. It's as generic as possible. Yeah, I remember Archie's Mysteries. I don't know when that started airing, but I remember I left my TV on and it came on. It was poo-poo. Deke.
Good old Deke. Quality television.
Okay, tell me this. We had this discussion prior. Do you think they say Deke when the logo appears because that was an afterthought, just to have people not call it Dick? They recorded someone saying Deke just so people know it's not Dick? Do you think that was the thought process?
I don't know, Chad Warden, he just goes, Dick. It's like, it shows the whole intro. And then,
Dick.
Dick. So is this the last area?
Yeah, this is. I'm finally at the last level.
Archie meets the Punisher. Yeah, I know. He met the Predator.
Yeah, the Predator thing.
Whoa, almost blue screened.
Don't do that.
Also, if anyone wants to, oh my god, why did someone draw that? Why did you draw Patty with her coochie out on the table? Send that to Corey. But if anyone wants to submit stuff for the TV thing, just email it to us.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we need to prove it, but
yeah,
you did some great stuff for Papa, so.
Yeah, if you want to do bumpers, or even during the commercial stuff, we have random videos that we've made in the past playing. So if you just want to make something random but kind of tied into it, you can do that too.
It doesn't have to be particularly long.
No, it doesn't. No, seriously, whoever drew that Patty, tweet that at Corey. Give it to him.
Patty, you're the pickle on my knees.
Patty, you're the mayonnaise on my knees.
Shit.
I'm pausing for a bite.
Patty, you're the pickle on my corn dog.
Yeah.
Yes. I slingshotted. I got a present.
Why do they eat beets?
I don't know. It's like a meme. Fluffington meme.
It's all coming together.
A balloon dresser.
Fucking balloon furniture.
Many. They didn't add like bigger aquariums. I think have tiny aquariums on put down fish. Because I actually really like fishing hoops and shit.
Remember the video of the kid lifting the weight and he smashes it into his aquarium?
No.
It sounds
Scary.
funny.
And he screams "Mama" and the video ends.
Does he?
Yeah. He killed all the fishies.
Probably did.
Oh, this dresser looks better than I thought it would. But it won't match anything. There's a sheep now. It's a clown. Have you seen him?
Yes.
He's real colorful.
People like that one.
I don't know, I kinda like him. He looks like a weird boss enemy or something.
Disguised delicacy. Why does Japan like melons so much?
No.
That's a kiwi.
No, I know that's a kiwi. I'm talking about melons though, because I know they're obsessed with them. It was reminding me, like, we were talking about durians and how they're obsessed with those too.
A durian is kind of like a melon.
I think it is.
Oof. True strength comes from your heart, not how many battles you've won.
That's right. There you go. I was trying to remember it yesterday.
What is that?
It's the tall bovoid, it's gyroid. Oh.
I like the Didn't You Know Gaming on Animal Crossing. You say, gyroids are based on statues they would bury underground with dead bodies, meaning that you're potentially digging into the graves of previously deceased individuals. They try to do a creepy voice while saying.
Well, they are great stuff.
They are, but then they try to turn into a creepy pasta.
Oh, did you know Lloyd's back in New?
Who was he again?
He's the original plain gyroid that was like only in the first one we got. Remember? He just put fire hydrant?
The one in front of your house? I miss him.
He's in this one only when he goes to the island and he has a flower on his head, but he's there, which is nice.
Well, isn't he the one that shows up when you're doing a public project too?
I think so, yeah.
I liked how you were able to have your own gyroid in front of your house.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Message to say to people.
I really don't know why they didn't keep that and then let you swap out whatever gyroid you want. Why are you doing this?
Because it's better than losing Pikmin.
He's a good fighter.
I am an excellent fighter.
I love that. I love that stupid Eye of the Spider, because Eye of the Spider is such an irrelevant item in Minecraft.
Listen, he needed something that had eye in it. He said it was called Eye of Spider, and oh, I know the perfect parody.
That'd be really neat if you could just like swap out. You just had a gyroid from your house. You could swap it out with whichever one you want. You have.
Listen, you don't work for Nintendo, so stop fooling yourself. You have good ideas here.
Sorry.
Next thing you know, you're gonna tell me that Amiibo game on the Wii U is a bad idea. Amiibo Festival was brilliant. Chinese food makes me sick. What else did he talk about in that song?
Chickadee China, Chinese chicken, chickadee chicken, chicken makes me sicken.
No, that's 1 week. This is Chinky China, Chinese chicken. One drumstick in your brain is chicken.
You're a rock star.
Get your game on. Go away.
Would you live in that castle?
Probably not. Where'd he go?
I killed him.
He turned his mic off. He's dead.
He decided he was sick of us.
Oh. He was telling us his Animal Crossing ideas and then he left.
Poor guy.
There he is. Why are you all talking about Basher all of a sudden?
Who's Basher?
That was the Minecraft Let's Player who did the video.
Oh, yes. Yes.
He said, I'm not the victim!
The one who wanted Dib Diddle kids?
Yeah.
Dib Diddle?
Dib Diggle.
Diddle?
Dip dip dip. That's the sound he made when he went in. Dip dip.
Why is it a Nintendo 64 pencil?
Why was it sharpened on both sides?
I used to do that.
I've never done it.
I was not a smart kid. I just thought it was cool, but it just leaves graphite all over your fingers.
It's been 1 week, he said.
No. Okay.
Are you knowing it?
No. Why is Nintendo trending? What'd they do?
Because of our stream.
Cool. Oh, I see April Fools.
Oh, female employee fired for moonlighting, not online pressure. This is what they're talking about in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Did she take the social media pretending she was a victim?
What is that?
Yes, she did. Okay.
It's just so strange to me what people were saying when she advocated. Are you sure she advocated child pornography and it wasn't just a misunderstanding? That's just so ridiculous.
But yeah, she apparently was making tweets acting like she was a victim for everything. And now people are saying terminated after smear campaign over censorship in game.
I don't think anybody, the public opinion on the series has had any effect over there. It's like whole training getting fired over it.
There was no treasure over here. I'm an idiot.
Oh, it's because Polygon's tweeting about it, no wonder. Why does everybody make fun of the N64 controller?
It wasn't optimal. It worked, but it was not. It's not terrible.
Who's making fun of the N64 controller? Oh god!
I always just see people post it.
Come on, that ain't fair.
I've had any issue with it. It makes complete sense. It's two games in one.
You'll see in a second. They dropped a bomb and a bulb at the same time.
That was retarded, yeah. Who was that?
Huh?
I'm saying I think all you see the cigarettes being burned out on the TV.
And Peter's on the TV.
I used to think I was blind.
Like if anyone's ever bothered by someone in video games online, everyone has to post a bunch of stories about it, acting like they're a victim. They're freaking out. I remember that happened. Remember the witness, and nobody's talking about that anymore?
Interesting.
Yeah, how about that? But he was freaking out the first week, saying how, piracy is really going to kill if I ever do another project now, and everyone has been pirating it, and it's on the top of torrent sites, which it wasn't, Undertale was. But then the sales figures came in, and he made, like...
Undertale?
Yeah, Undertale was actually the top of a lot of torrent sites.
Isn't Undertale like $5?
Yeah, it doesn't matter, people are going to torrent it, it's a game maker game.
I paid for it.
But anyways, that wasn't the point of this. The point was he was freaking out about that and was trying to guilt trip people into buying it. And all these websites were reporting on it, saying like, oh yeah, but people are pirating it and it's really hurting the sales now.
What is the witness though?
It was the dumb puzzle game that the Braid guy made. But the thing was, the sales figures came out a week later. And what was it, 150,000 copies I think it sold in the first week? So he was already doing just fine with it, but he was trying to act like he was really struggling. Like he was already expecting 1 million sales in 1 week. So he looked at me. So I'm 5 days in the living room.
Can't get out of the frickin' living room.
Can't get out of the frickin' living room. Lock the door and you sat beside me.
You're right at me, beside me.
If it was 2 weeks ago, then I'm sorry.
Should be.
It really says, I mean, no, Pikmin 2, I like it a lot, but it just says so much about the mechanics of the game. This is how you're dealing with the last dungeon.
It's the last level is just fucking ridiculous. You can't expect to get to the end of it without
Pikmin
everybody.
getting killed. Yeah.
Why do you spend so many days in the living room?
Good breathe.
And Siri wouldn't help him.
I can see that.
I didn't tell you
Well,
you could.
what are you gonna do? I always thought this was one of the more interesting area designs in the game.
Yeah, I
What
like.
the hell is it? It's like a rusted,
It's just
looks
like
like a pipe
pipes or some shit.
but it's just lifted up in the middle of like a huge cavern that has a light source. Where are you? You know? Very bizarre.
Last time I told my opinion for a game, Skeeter ended the stream. When did that happen?
Are you sure the stream wasn't just ending? We usually don't just.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think
that's a very strange thing.
that has never happened. We've never ended a stream abruptly.
Well, no, we have.
It might be. It might have been.
We-
they might
you know
be
what, we end
talking about
abruptly like
that time. I think it was last week where I couldn't get Skype to start up again, and so I just ended it early.
Yeah, I thought we were about to do that tonight.
You better not fucking get blown up.
This is also like the most we've usually been paying attention to the chat. Usually we don't get to see it so much because we're so involved in the games happening.
Let me assure you, dear viewer, nobody cares about your opinion.
Oh.
Thank you.
What
It
if
was
these
in
guys-
it was in Toe Jam and and Earl, and I think it was close to ending. Well then, yeah, I didn't see the chat. We were playing Toe Jam and Earl.
Let me hear. Let us
Oh,
hear.
we ended it too because we fell down all the levels and we screwed
Oh,
up.
that
the-
was me.
We screwed up getting the lemonade, and so we just ended it there. I remember that.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh, that's
What's
fine.
the opinion? I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't know. What are you talking about? We don't end streams based on stuff on the chat. If we ever end a stream abruptly, it's either because we're having troubles with the internet.
Oh, you bastard! Why do you do this to me? I'm trying to play a video game for the people who watch at home.
Oh my god.
This fucking sucks.
Someone said play Police Quest. There are some very good moments in Police Quest, but it takes a lot of work to get up to them.
Is Police Quest the point and click that was supposed to teach?
Yes.
That is so good. But yeah, it's a lot. I don't know, that might be worth it.
The driving segments are really annoying.
I love the sound effect of the crazy guy. It's like muffled.
If you walk up to him, he pulls you into the water and he drowns you.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, some of the decisions earlier are actually common sense that I could see them applying. But when you're dealing with like the psychopaths, you just have to know what you're supposed to do. It doesn't obtain the logic at all. It's just like, if you walk too close to him, he'll drag you underwater. If you're too far away from him, he'll shoot you or something, you know?
Play Marvel vs. Capcom. That's not a bad idea. There's a 4-player version of it.
Oh, so you...
Glee Spinner.
Or we used to play the 4-player version.
I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to
it
end
was
up
all-
coming back to this hole later on anyway, because I don't think I have enough sprays for the final boss.
What was the character that he didn't flinch if you hit him with anything?
It
Yeah,
was
the super-
Gold Iron Man or Orange Iron Man? Gold. Or War Machine, I'm sorry. That was War Machine, and all of his lasers were replaced with missiles.
I remember you were using him and you were just standing there shooting over and over again just because it didn't matter.
Hey, it's super armor.
That was a lot of fun.
Orange Venom, Shadow Lady, Orange Hulk. The Orange Hulk was...
He was garbage, wasn't he?
Yeah, he didn't have super armor, right? Or not super armor, but he didn't have
Was it Orange Venom or someone who does lots of damage, but he dies in like just a couple hits?
Yes, it's Orange Venom.
Yeah, I remember him not being good.
I think people call him Red Venom. I don't know why he was very over.
And then Roll. Roll was a great character.
She had her own. I thought that was so bizarre.
Yeah, she has her own theme.
Yeah, but
So
I
it's
never.
like vocals.
That was like the most anime thing I've ever seen in a video game.
I kind of like it for how out of place it feels compared to the rest of the game.
How's it go?
Especially, it's a joke character, too. It's attached to a character who's horrible.
Yeah, I know.
He's very popular in Japan.
Her sprite doesn't fit in either. She's really small compared to everyone else, so she's drawn differently.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it was before I got cut off. You're saying that designer, right? The person who designed that. I don't think he got fired over that.
I thought he did.
No, I think they just stopped using it. But yeah, he kept drawing Roll like that.
Was the Street Fighter V review lost? We never really got to start on one. I was gonna record footage of it, but I couldn't even get the PC version running because it was so poorly done. And that was on the really good laptop, that's the thing. That laptop can run almost everything on ultra settings. But that game, even though... I don't even know. I turned all the settings down and everything. It was just a horrible game out the door. And when I was at MagFest playing with people there, everyone there told me the same story, that they couldn't get it working. So everyone there was like trying stuff out for the first time. Why do Roll and Mega Man have hair? So they can pull on it.
Yeah. If you actually read, it makes no sense. But if you read the prequel stuff, I guess it's just alluding to stuff from Astro Boy or something, but Mega Man is a robot. They took a real boy and turned him into a robot. They didn't, like, he's not a cyborg. They took a boy apart, then he put him together as a robot. It makes no sense.
That's what I always thought was supposed to be the thing behind him. Did people just think he was purely a robot?
Either that or they think he's a cyborg. But he is kind of purely a robot, but he's like, I don't know, it makes no sense. I don't think you just think about that much. Like,
I knew it was supposed to be he was a normal boy at one point. And turned into one.
I think it's supposed to be something like Astro Boy, where...
If you want to know what we legitimately think of Street Fighter V, or at least I'm probably the only one who played it, but in terms of gameplay, it's fine. It's just there's so much less content than Street Fighter 4, and it's not finished in any way at all that there's no justification for the price on it. And even if you're going to make the argument that it functions competitively, that still you have better options in that game. And on
but it's the new.
Well, that's the thing, is it's the new game, so everyone has to... Capcom knows they could just do that because of EVO. They have to make everybody go and buy it because it's the newest one. I like things about how it works, but it's also in other ways more streamlined, and even though I like some of the stuff they've done with characters, there's barely any in there. So it just feels really unfinished, and I wouldn't pay full price for it. You can't even do basic functions you'd expect to, like you can't spectate in lobbies. I don't know if they added that in now, but on launch you couldn't even do that. Although good luck even getting online at the beginning of it. I didn't get to play for like a week. I like things about Street Fighter V, but no, I wouldn't recommend it.
For example, he loves Ken's design.
Yes, he looks great. I'm glad Rugal finally made it into Street Fighter.
Well, did you see his new outfit?
Yeah, he looks horrible.
I wonder if Adult Heat will be in New King of Fighters. Oh no, I think they're already showing.
Isn't that like everyone was making fun of King of Fighters initially, but now it has 50-something characters.
That's the fighting game I'm interested in.
Yeah, I'm more interested. I'm more interested in King of Fighters than Street Fighter V. And if I'm gonna say like which one I want to play most, it's obviously Guilty Gear.
Yeah, same here. I'm the same. But I don't know. The new King of Fighters initially looked terrible, but also it started shaping. I don't know. Maybe they're responding to.
They probably are. I remember they had a quote that they were saying the models they were showing off were like early. They still don't look great or anything, but by comparison to Street Fighter V, it's kind of on par.
But
So
like, there's just certain things about it that got me real excited. Like, I like Tizak. He's from Garo.
Yeah, now they have a dinosaur guy.
And what he clearly is supposed to be is, you know, his heel is. Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Just saw that.
This is a horrible layout.
This is like metagame level bullshit. Like, they're purposely just setting it up to be as annoying as possible.
I agree. That's a good nice way to put it.
Like, this is like they just didn't think anyone would get this far. They made it as hard as possible. What was I saying? Oh, it's like, you know, like when Hulk Hogan put on his evil persona, the black outfits and everything. It's like that, but he's called King of Dinosaurs now. He's just like an evil version of Tizak. I just love it. It's such a cool.
It doesn't. I mean, the game looks like it's gonna play alright too. So, I mean, 50 characters and it looks just fine. Like, I'd pick it up. That's the thing too. We haven't gotten a new fighting game that's actually had a roster that packed in a while.
No.
Especially King of Fighters. The last King of Fighters, even though it looked great, it was pretty small for a King of Fighters roster.
That visual direction made it very difficult to make it a huge cast. And King of Fighters, I know a thing people will say, and it is true. It's true in a lot of ways. You know, it's not all about quantity over quality, but in King of Fighters, quantity it's good. Because it's all about 3-on-3. We were talking about
it's a big girls.
Skullgirls just trying to be 3-on-3 with like 12
that was one of the big issues with Skullgirls, is it wanted to be like both. It wanted to be like King of Fighters, Capcom vs SNK 2, Marvel. It wanted to be all those things. But the thing with all those games was they had big rosters. It had justification for 3-on-3. When you have 3-on-3 and both teams could pretty much consist of the entire cast, what's even the point?
Yeah. 50 characters.
The thing is, King of Fighters is relatively... Because of how tight combos in it are, and how they're not very big, it usually means the games are actually pretty balanced out, too. You can...
Yeah, and most characters don't have very obtuse movesets, so there's a couple.
The thing is, too, because it's 3-on-3, even if one character is really good, you get them for one round. Once they're dead, that's it. So you're not going to be able to be abusing someone. So you're just going to see that one character used in every single fight. You'll still get...
do ratio shit in King of Fighters. The ratio and
It was kind of cool in 11 that you could tag out, though, on the fly. It was weird that they didn't bring that back.
Did you ever play Neo Geo Coliseum?
I did.
It's really weird that you don't try to knock out each other's teams. It's the first person who gets anybody killed.
I think Tekken Tag did that too. It's a really weird system.
I don't really understand that.
I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it. I guess it's because you're supposed to be managing both of your teammates smartly, but it's also the fact that if someone gets you into like a good combo, they could just finish you off.
Yeah.
If you were managing yourself all right.
Like half that game was boss characters.
Yeah. Marco was in it, but he was really weird to use.
He was not very easy to play as. You could play as...
Wasn't it one of his moves if he held down when you're in the air, he like shoots downwards, and it was really weird?
Yeah. I think it was Iron Move from King of Monsters, it was called.
He had a lot of
He
weird
was
choices.
awesome. He was very well animated.
And then one of the backgrounds was the USA team, and I was really sad you couldn't play as them.
Asura from the N64 Samurai Showdown game is in it, but he has like really well done sprites.
N64.
Yes, there's N64 Samurai Showdown that had like the original storyline. And there's
I know they had a Neo Geo 64 console that they had Samurai Showdown games on. I know they did an actual N64 one.
Maybe it was Samurai.
King of Fighters 2002 Ultimate Match.
Oh,
yeah.
You're right. It was Hyper Ninja.
2002 Ultimate Match is really good, and same 98. 98's my favorite, but 2002 Ultimate Match is pretty good. 2002 I would not play on its own, because that's when the weird... What were they even called? Was it just Playmore at the time? Whoever had it in their hands at the time didn't really know what they were doing with it, and it was kind of awkward how it functioned. People like it because there's a lot of characters in it, because it was a Dream Match game. But I think 98 was much better as an actual game by comparison, but 2002 Ultimate Match is pretty good. Oh no, did you get blown off?
Just a couple. I mean, like I said, I'm going to be coming back anyway, so it's an acceptable loss.
I'm sure they'll have King of Fighters at EVO for 1 year, and then they'll get rid of it for Pokemon again. For Pokken, if you won't say it.
Tekken, Pokemon. Yeah, you gotta choose.
It's weird they got rid of King of Fighters 13. What did they even replace it with last year? Killer Instinct? Mortal Kombat? Games that nobody's really playing anymore?
People are still playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3, even though it's just a virtual game.
It's so weird. They need to just bring it back to 2. I know Capcom would get furious with them if they did that, but 2 you could do so much with it by comparison to 3. 3 is just like a broken game. And the entire community... It's not even Virgil, it's also... Virgil is one of the worst parts of it, but what's it? Morgan. Morgan's really obnoxious in it.
Morgan?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Because when she does her super and there's 2 of her...
Oh no, what's happening?
You can just spam everything as her, not even have to play anymore. But that's the thing, people figured out just everything with that game.
Oh my god!
Oh, Jesus.
You gotta not... I mean, obviously you're thinking this. You gotta not approach them from the side. You gotta approach them from the middle.
Yeah.
Didn't Capcom lose the rights to Marvel? Yes, they did. But that was the thing, Marvel 3, even the community was admitting, after like the first year of playing it, that it's kind of going to be a dead game. They discovered everything with it right out the door, and they weren't able to do anything more with it.
I wish there was a scene for Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. I love that one.
It's sad that one died so quick. And that felt like a proper versus game. It's too bad. Pokken. It's weird to have composure because it has this weird level up system. It's weird for a lot of reasons. I'm sure people aren't going to be... Then again, you know, it's a Pokemon game. I'm sure when they start showing it at EVO, people will be watching it anyways, even though I'm sure a crowd won't be cheering watching it.
Yeah, so you gotta... I didn't think... You see, it's like the people creating this design, they're like, they didn't just put these enemies here because they roll rocks. They put them here because when you kill them, they launch your Pikmin, you know?
Yeah, that was obviously the point of this area design. They wanted to do something really annoying.
Does anyone here, this is I'm talking, does anyone in the chat play Pokemon? like the regular games?
I'm pretty sure you're gonna get a lot of people saying yes to that.
Okay. Well, I'm just wondering how those people feel about IV breeding.
Breeding. I don't remember. What is the difference between just IV training and IV breeding?
You don't IV train.
Is it EV training?
EV is effort value. IV is inherited value. Inherited EV training's fine. I have no problem with EV training. It's just like an extra number system. They've even made it pretty obvious, but IV training is just like, or IV breeding is just a time sink for the sake of it being a time sink. Like it's
Right.
just because you don't choose what inherited values come out. You just keep sinking more and more time into. It just becomes a bike riding simulator at that point.
Right.
I've unfortunately fallen into that because I started playing Pokemon with some friends, and it makes me not want to continue building new teams because it's just such a pain in the ass.
Can I compliment Netmonster of all things right now?
Sure.
No.
I really like that DNA structure system, that you get a huge genetic code listing. That's all binary values, and you can go through and try to figure out what affects what. So by changing numbers around, you can boost your stats through it. That was actually like a really smart idea. That's actually a good way of getting something kind of similar to that extent out of it, to get perfect stats. That every single kind of monster has their own genetic value.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's almost too complex for the game it is, though. Well, not almost. It is.
It absolutely is, but it's a cool concept. I actually like it, and it's.
Well, in Pokemon, like people are talking about in the chat, the EV training is cool now. They've added a little game to it, but besides the game, they've made it visible, which is actually the biggest deal. What you really want to do is you want to.
What do they do to it? Because I remember it just being the most obnoxious shit way back.
That's because you couldn't see it.
Yeah,
that was really the worst part. You had to use calculator.
It was also tedious too, but yeah, you couldn't.
It's not tedious anymore, not just because of the training, but they added swarms. So what you do is you try to get the Pokemon virus, Pokerus, which increases your EV gain by 2.
Is it common now? Because in Gold and Silver, I never had it happen.
It doesn't matter because you just use the Wonder Trade, which is just you trade one Pokemon for, and you just get it. I got it from some random Raichu, and or Raichu, and then you go to you use Sweet Scent, which brings a swarm, and you have one of the items like the Power Weight or whatever, and you can EV train super fast now, even without using the new minigame. And since you can see what the exact EVs are now, it's great.
What's the game?
Oh, you shoot.
Yeah,
soccer
they have.
balls
You shoot
balloons?
like little balloons of Pokemons, and that substitutes for actual EV training now.
Oh,
Yeah. And you can't. It's not terrible. It's not incredibly fun. IV training is just bullshit, though. All it is. I mean, there is strategy to it, but at the end, you're just waiting for luck to turn your way. Pokerus.
I mean,
that doesn't make sense because Pokerus
AIDS doesn't make
is
you
good.
stronger.
Yeah, Pokerus. I always thought that was weird. Because I think in the anime they talk about
In Gold and Silver, they freak you out about it. They say, "Oh no, your Pokemon's contracted a virus."
Yeah.
But then they go, "Don't worry, it's a good thing."
Yeah, it's like it does absolutely nothing bad. So maybe it's reverse AIDS.
What was it called in Sonic Adventure 2?
What?
The disease that Maria had, which was just AIDS. The space AIDS.
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
Did they like swap one letter out so it's not AIDS? It was like.
I forgot about this.
Yeah. As stupid as Netmonster was in a lot of ways, there were some ideas in it I thought were kind of cool. Like you were saying, though, that is the biggest part of it. They were way too complex for what kind of game that was.
I stopped playing because it told me I had a virus. That's funny. But around the time of the original games, there was the whole scare because of missing people's saves were getting corrupted. And I got to the part in Red where you find the warden of the Pokemon Safari, and he's missing his teeth. You know, you have to go find his teeth.
Oh yeah.
And when you try talking to him, he talks in gibberish. I thought my
so
game
you thought
was
it had been.
So I called the Nintendo hotline. And they had to explain to me that it was supposed to be that way. It was so funny. Oh, neuroimmune deficiency syndrome.
Neuroimmune deficiency.
Was Yokai Watch any good? It's... I don't know, it was... Actually, I like the battle system. I thought it was fun in a lot of ways. It was a very well presented game. Very cool music. Cool. I like a lot of the goofy designs, especially the bosses. Problems I had with it, the RNG for capturing, not capture, you didn't capture them, you're just your friends in that game. But the RNG for getting Yokai to join you is way worse. Like, imagine having to catch a legendary Pokemon with a red Pokeball, a regular Pokeball. It's way worse than that. It took me so long to get some of those Yokai in that game, it's retarded. My only huge issue for that game is there's no real online multiplayer or anything. There's no real end game. Once you beat the secret final boss, it's over. And there's really nowhere else to go with it. Though I do, the secret final boss is the favorite boss in the game. I hope they bring over 2, but I don't think they will. The game did not do well.
No, it didn't do well at all.
So, it's unlikely.
They were pushing for it pretty hard too. They were like playing ads in like the movie theaters and everything.
It's just not culturally relevant.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is it's such a Japan-specific thing that you can't make it happen over here.
But I'd like to play 2 because they added online multiplayer. Apparently, there is more to it, and you can get the final boss, the secret final boss, as a miniature version of him on your team. He's my favorite. His name was Don Doro is his Japanese name, and I think his American name was Wobble Walk, and he's my favorite boss.
You gonna kiss him?
Yeah, he's good. Yokai Watch, I have really nothing against Yokai Watch.
Uh-oh. The stream froze.
Oh. Do I need to restart the thing?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I would not buy Yokai Watch for full price. Short for that.
They sure are having fun putting glowing enemies everywhere.
Well, they don't like when they put flying enemies in these areas because that means they can hover over.
And they can die wherever they want.
Well, yeah, like that too, and the fact that like if you try to throw your Pikmin at them, they'll probably just go over the edge.
I remember it saying that.
It was something incredibly like they
or domestic violence.
Yes, domestic violence. Thank you. It's domestic violence, and I'm just thinking like you could not get away with that ad today. And
I like the virtual on ad. It says "Get it on," and there's the half-naked people with robot legs.
That's a very weird one.
I don't know what that one was about. Did you ever play Virtual On in the arcade? Because it was at McFest. I forgot. I forgot how unusual it is to get used to the joystick controls because one's for turning.
Six Flags. Why is everyone saying stream? If you can see the stream types, oh, they're trying to see the stream first. What do you think it tastes like?
We're gonna have. I'm assuming Twitch is not gonna care. It's gaming related, whatever. We're showing them for like 5 seconds, but we're gonna have some like old game ads also be mixed in. If they ever complain about it, I'll take them out. But...
I'm moving in with a roommate who has access to both a Wii U and a PS4. So I'm going to be trying to get a game bridge of some sort soon. First I'll need to get internet for that apartment.
Really?
Figure it out. What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Moving on up.
Huh?
Moving on up.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm getting out of the house. Houses.
Houses.
Plural. But, I'm gonna be trying to play Gundam Breaker. I would love to stream it, but I would love to get it up there. But I don't know, if Gundam Breaker, it's just, you literally collect Gundam parts and put Gundams together. It's like, I used to play the Gundam games. Did I ever play, I don't know if anyone watching has ever played Gundam Encounters in Space. For the PS2, I don't think. I mean, it wasn't a great game, but I just...
Did you ever play Cyber Sled?
Yes, I played Cyber Sled, yes.
It was a fun game. They had it at MagFest too.
Really, wow.
And then everybody I was there with kept calling it Crazy Sled. And that was the meetup point. Everyone said meet up by the Crazy Sled. They had
find it because they were using the wrong name.
But there was that Sega like skier game was there, and they had to put a piece of paper over it and it said "Dangerous Electric Touch." And I don't know what was wrong with it, but it was malfunctioning, so you could get shocked if you were playing it. But they didn't turn it off; they just left it on. So if anyone wanted to walk over to it and hurt themselves, they could. They had that river rafting game there too, but they had to unplug it after one day because I'm sure somebody broke it. Did I tell you that, what was it? The first night we were there, there was some little, he looked like he was a little kid, but he was probably like 18, he was just really short. But I was lined up ready to play Street Fighter V, and he was going to play popping music behind me, and he was just stumbling around. And I wasn't sure if he was trying to be funny for his friends because he was like autistic or something, and he was trying to be like a goofball. But he was stumbling around, and then he started like putting his finger in his ear and scratching it a whole lot. I didn't know what he was exactly doing. And then when he walked up to the machine, one of his friends came over and like had his hand on his back trying to help him use it. I thought, oh, he's mentally handicapped, and that's like his helper. But then it turns out after he was like playing it, he started laughing really hard and he's stumbling even more. And he fell down on the machine, unplugged it from the wall, and spun around and fell on the floor. And he was knocked out behind it for like 2 minutes, and people had to come over and pull him out. So apparently he was just really drunk, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But
that's how you play Papa Music.
But that's the thing, is that most arcade machines at MagFest are like donated by people. And then that's what ends up happening to them. That's the price you pay for it, is that someone like that shows up and ruins it. They had that one river rafting arcade game, and I wanted to play it.
No.
So I couldn't do it. I unplugged it.
Come on.
Okay. That was what I figured with Twitch. Because the ads we'd be showing would be really quick anyways, and our commercial breaks are short, and we have our own videos mixed in. It sucks that they made Second Life a banned game on Twitch, though.
Wait, why? Oh, I guess that makes sense.
But that means that we can't show pre-recorded video clips of it, even if it's nothing, like, offensive. I wanted to have the child warns of impending internet meme as a commercial I could play. So I might not be able to.
It's sad to say.
Yeah, but you know, that's not a bad idea. I should get some clips from the Make My Video games and make that like a commercial or something. There's a lot of stuff we can put into it. If anyone wants to like submit stuff for it, the email address is just thebestgamersusa@gmail. It's pretty much ready though. There isn't much left to do with it. I just have to put videos into it. They taught you how to jump. I really wish we could have your desk recalled to Microsoft. Oh. The reason I wouldn't do that is because I'm not funny and I don't like hearing my own voice.
Aww, that's stupid. That's good on you.
I can't watch any videos on it, I hate it.
Don't watch it. Put it on the whales.
I felt bad about the new video Chris uploaded because of that.
Well, you're doing the voice I'm doing.
Is that English? Sistung dungle ungle gungle.
I was just saying, you were doing a voice in that video anyway.
That's true, I guess. No. I remember that prank call was also stupid because I was laughing because I kept doing really small, awkward things and they were reacting to it. And it was really hard to not laugh, so I tried to pretend I was crying even though I was laughing.
It was good.
Start menu's back. Siri, the start menu's back.
Interesting question. A disgrace and
puzzling question.
never coming back. Ha ha ha, stupid bitch.
Fuck.
Well, I never.
What did you never see?
Fuck. She never fucked. Bitch.
I'd blush if I could.
Whoa.
Ooh, you like that.
Bitch.
Now.
Bitch.
Well, I never.
Oh, that's just like it. It's like a dating simulator. You gotta keep giving her gifts to make her happy. You can't go into it too quick. Siri, I bought you flowers.
I don't understand. Siri, I bought you flowers. But I could search the web for it.
Siri's a dumbass.
Siri, buy me flowers.
Okay, a disgrace and your daughter is dead and never coming back. Ha ha ha, stupid bitch. Here is what I found.
Google.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Why?
Searching Google for Google.
What happens if I say it over and over? Google.
Google.
Searching Google for Google.
What?
Should have did it twice. Google.
Searching Google for Google.
Hello?
What?
What kind of results did you get?
I got Google. Yahoo.
I can do that. What are you trying to find out? A disgrace and your daughter is dead and never coming back. Ha ha ha, stupid bitch.
Yahoo Google.
Searching Yahoo for yeah Google.
Yeah, Google.
Yeah, Google. Google Yahoo, ask Google, Google Yahoo, ask Google Yahoo, Bing Yahoo, Bing Google.
Bing Bing Google.
Searching Google for Yahoo Bing.
That's not what I said. Bing, Google, Bing Yahoo, Google, Bing, Yahoo, ask, Bing, Yahoo.
Searching Google for Yahoo ask Bing, yeah.
Bing, yeah. She didn't even search for what I asked. What's a perfect way of converting the noises the crazy frog made into text?
You think it because of Bing 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 Bing?
Yeah. I want to change my name to it.
Ding 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 ba ding ding ding.
I made the one that dress up with the bald man.
Oh boy, oh boy. Why do you think Elf is like that?
He's got Tourette's.
Space Tourette's.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I understand. You were saying.
Bing.
That's not nice.
Schming.
Schming.
Have a look. Here's what I found on the web for Schmidl.
She thought I said show me Schmidl. Show me the Carfax.
Here's what I found on the web for the Carfax.
Oh.
The Carfax. Ding dong that when he thought people put up when you have fun. It hurts.
I'm not sure I understand.
It hurts. I like that last bit.
She took what I said and turned it into people falling.
It's a good thing to Google for.
Search. Web for.
What is that enemy? Oh, I see.
An enemy. Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Oh. It's a pumpkin spider.
Pumpkin spice.
My favorite Spice Girl.
Yeah, pumpkin spice.
Dude, the pumpkin with the wig on.
They thought she was alive.
I didn't find anything on the web for Jesse R. Bodies. Rebuff T checks FDBSS CBS VS. DF force CF find do DF checking F gaf FF diff FFF bang. A car VF BFTOFF BRB.
Rats.
dead one?
There we go.
Sorry, I couldn't find anything on the web.
Bitch.
You can find anything.
Show me. I can show you the web. I like the Aladdin Live when Jasmine.
She just fucking barrels into the into the
And you get to hear her because she yelled into her microphone.
Yeah, she goes, Ali. Oh.
And the start of the song plays like it's something beautiful happening.
And then the curtain goes down. It's the end.
Everybody just starts clapping.
Wait, what's Weevil? This is familiar.
It's a dweed.
Sorry, I couldn't
Oh, it's
find
just another. Yes, they are small Weevil.
Search the web for bing 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 baby boy boy baby bong 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 bing bong bing.
Here's what I found on the web for Bing Bing Baby Boy Baby Baby Barbie Barbie Bing Gunking.
Bing gunking.
Here's what she wants to hear.
You're saying all the right stuff. Search the web for boop.
I love the pumpkin spider, it's my favorite.
Okay, I found this on the web for booba 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 paper pig.
It worked.
Search web for Spice Girl. I love Spice Girl. Why more Spice Girl? Give me Spice Girl. Spice Kid.
Yeah, Spice Kids.
Here's what I found on the web for Spice Girl.
Oh no, it was. I said Spy Girls.
He said Spy Girls instead of Spy Kids. It's a crossover. Spice Girls, Spy Kids. Siri, how do I kill the Spice Girls?
Checking on that.
I don't
Okay,
think you
I
can.
found this on the web for how do I kill the Spice Girls.
I always really like it when she interprets it correctly.
Yeah.
She doesn't question it.
Siri, search the web for exterminating the Spice Girls.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Here's what I found on the web for exterminating the Spice Girls.
What is this called?
Oh. Possess squash.
Sorry. Bing Bing Baby Baby, oh boy. I didn't get that.
What's your name now?
That's my name now.
Your fish Bing Bing Baby Baby, oh boy. That's what you told me. Anyway.
I thought you were lying.
I was lying.
I don't know what you mean by I was lying. How can I web search for it?
Sure.
I thought so.
She didn't do anything. Siri, search the web for Spice Girls. I hate Spice Girls. I'm going to kill Spice Girls. Scary Spice is my fucker. I hate fuck Spice Girl. Fuck, baby,
My
baby,
fucker,
baby,
huh?
baby.
Yes, this is the last dungeon.
Sorry, I couldn't find anything
She
on
didn't
the
want
web.
to say it. Siri, search the web for Spice Girl. I hate Spice Girl. Spice Girl, Spice World. Meatloaf was in Spice World. I love Spice Girl. Scary Spice. Chunky Spice. Purple Spice. Baby, baby, baby.
Found on the web for Spice Girl. I hate Spice Girls, Spice Girls, Spice World, Meatloaf is in Spice World. I love Spice Girl, Scary Spice, Chunky Space, Purple Space, Baby, Baby, Baby.
It's Purple Space.
Purple Space. How does she not know Purple Spice? What's the story behind Purple Spice? She's just purple, or she just likes purple things?
Both. You said I just imagined a girl who was all purple, and you imagined like an imaginary little creature like the Great Gazoo.
Oh yeah, I like that more. Only Baby Spice can see her.
What are you guys talking about the bacon?
Well, that's Purple Spice.
Yeah.
They added her in season 3. Her and Pumpkin Spice, who's just a pumpkin wearing a wig.
What are we gonna do this time, Pumpkin Spice? He'd like do a little wish. And then... Oh, isn't that what you need?
You drink it.
Isn't that what you need, though?
Hey, you drink it for a helmet.
Don't worry about it.
Siri, search the web for... Search the web.
What would you like me to find? Fitch the fitty up, see it go off to fetch the card for 6 and bing bing baby baby oh boy.
Bing 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 bing.
Here's what I found on the web for picking up.
He's not very good at this. Siri, Pete and Pete are in a boat. Pete falls out. Who's left?
Let me think about that.
Someone said in the chat, pretty much all you need for the last boss is yellow Pikmin.
That's probably true, but I don't think I'm that smart.
Okay.
I didn't get that.
Let's go back to the surface and get a bit more.
He calls his Siri Alexa? Or is that actually what it's called?
Siri, change your name to Alexa.
No, the big up, see it go off to fetch the card for 6 and bing bing baby baby oh boy. I am Siri and Siri I shall remain.
Change my name to Siri.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first. You can change your name in the contacts app. Or, if you'd like me to call you something,
Change my nickname to Siri.
from now on, I'll call you Siri. Okay?
Yes.
You're kidding. Your name is Siri, too. How exciting.
Oh, so she's a bitch about it. Change my name to Syria.
Syria.
The contacts app. Or, if
Change my nickname to Syria.
you would like me to call you Syria,
Yes.
Syria. I like that.
Change my nickname to Hot Hot. Ooh, spicy, zesty. Give you big kiss. Mwah.
I couldn't find anything about change my nickname to Hot Hot or Spicy Sisty give you big kiss on the web.
Well, that's because you're a retard. So who do you fight?
Are you talking to her or me?
Who's the final fight?
I'm
Louie.
gonna...
Oh, you fight Louie?
Yeah.
He's naked. His legs are huge.
Yeah, he does the thing a poo does. That he just starts flailing his arms around at you.
nailing the picture into the wall.
He throws Maggie at you.
It's a Jack in the Box that did the Kurt Cobain quote for no reason on their Twitter.
What did they say?
It was just a Kurt Cobain quote, and it made no sense. For Jack in the Box, it was just like a picture of the new sandwich. No, it was Hardee's. It was Hardee's.
Well, I mean, they're the same thing.
No.
Wait, you said Carl's Jr., didn't you?
He said Jack in the Box.
I did.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I think I'm as sleepy as everybody else is.
Somebody murdered this. Oh,
Ain't gonna be enough.
Siri, what's my nickname?
Here's the contact information from me.
What's my name?
You're me, but you asked me to call you stunk jump break stank kissy kissy sweetie boy mommy so wet by diaper so wet climb in my diaper wow wowie woo sexy sexy hot hot.
very sexual.
Thank you. Siri does amazing things to me.
Like what?
Getting everything I say wrong. Hurry, gather your Pikmin.
Do your impression of Pikachu.
Meow.
Pokemon, I peek at you.
Oh, that's Yuri, the only one for me.
That's right.
London Seed, you're my destiny, yes. Like had I lust for your alchemy. It's so funny of him.
You remember it better than I do.
Yuna and I do anything.
Something about World of Warcraft PvP, I can't remember. Sure love Elite Street Boys.
Oh, because he hits her.
Yeah.
Louie, you've sent absolutely no replies. They have a big family, don't they?
Oh, someone traded me a Mr. Mime.
Why?
No wonder trade, you just randomly trade with people.
Why is the Mr. Mime baby a clown and then the nose falls off when it gets older?
It doesn't, it recedes to the stomach.
Is that how it works?
Yeah. In the Pokedex entry, dude.
What's your favorite? Lead Street Boys. She's so kawaii.
Yes.
Isn't that in You're the Only One for Me? He says kawaii desume.
Probably.
I remember him saying that.
Oh, fuck you.
I
The
do.
enemies came back.
His other song, Slanty Eyed Girl. Was it Big Eyed Girl? Was that the actual name
Why,
of it?
big eyed girl? why is it always gotta be physical?
Well, because you just said Wide Eyed Girl. That's physical. Because he's talking about anime. Talking about anime girls.
Remember, Nightmare has his breasts on his forehead that's named in Japan as Uber?
I forgot about that.
That's not a joke, I don't understand.
I forgot he was called that.
Oh Maggie just has more boobs on it.
The big boob girl from Pilot Wings was called Hooter in Japan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, they changed her name to Robin, I think.
Yeah, it's a complete.
Because she's red-breasted.
When you pick her, she goes, "Oh yeah." I do miss
why
that.
I have a 50% chance to be a girl. Because in Japan, it's just called barrier. There's no gender connotation there. I don't know why they named it Mr. Mime.
May as well change his name though.
Yeah.
Charlie's Nash now. Anything goes. They're gonna do that. Why don't they change the other names back too? Why have M. Bison?
Yeah, I know.
Because I mean, Mike Bison isn't even in Street Fighter V, so you don't have to worry about that. You can just be Vega now.
Well, then that's like saying that.
Why can Mr. Mime have only 2 genders? Now that's the real question.
Its gender is mime.
The first gender fluid Pokemon is Ditto.
Because he's made of fluid, I get it.
He can be whatever gender.
He is just like sex jelly.
Mm-hmm.
You just come into him.
And then a perfect replica of you comes out.
Yeah, he's just a wad of congealed cum. There's a little face in there. There's a little person trapped in there.
I thought he was just going to be that for the rest of his existence. He's actually evil.
Why didn't they make Ditto actually keep his like normal face when he transforms in the new games?
Because that would have required spray. Oh, in the new games. Oh, because you can't deviate from the model now.
Because they still release toys that are just a random Pokemon with Ditto's face.
Listen, there's an excuse for everything.
I'd love to have like some real badass looking Pokemon like Palkia or Rayquaza that's just as Ditto's face.
What's Ditto's name in Japan? Clumbo?
I don't think Ditto has a different name. Let me check.
Stank?
Stank.
Oh, I'm sorry, his name is Metamon.
Yeah.
Good night, Ultimate IRS.
Ultimate Muscle.
Ultimate Muscle.
Why was the main character fighting Foodons called Fried Ricer? That's pretty offensive.
Excuse me, food.
Well, that's no excuse. Why is Meta B a black man? And he happens like watermelons a lot.
They just didn't plan that one ahead.
Or maybe they planned it too far ahead. They knew exactly what they were doing. They saw him in the first episode clean out of that watermelon and they knew. Ditto's name in Europe is Sex Weirdo.
The slut!
Not nice.
It's accurate.
He was made to do. It's weird though, some Pokemon literally can't breathe without him, yet appear in the wild. So, are they just migrant Dittos that...
That's what I'm telling you, he's just a pile of cum. Everybody has their turn with him. There's a Kangaskhan in the wild and says, "Oh boy, I'm real horny," and they find a Ditto.
Shove it in their sack.
Well, in that, how does that work? Because that's always a female, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I guess Ditto would have to transform it into a giant dick and then impregnate them.
Certain things... I think certain male Pokemon can breed with this time. Anything that's an egg group, but it will come out in this.
Diglett?
No, I don't think they're in this. I think they are.
No, Diglett can mate
Where's
with
favorite
Kangaskhan.
Rich Evans moment?
I think that one.
Think of that.
Sex Weirdo starring Rich the Slut Evans.
It's weird to me that there's all these knockoff channels of Red Letter Media that are actually more popular than it at this point.
Really?
Like, I Hate Everything completely overshadows it, and it's the same format. Just minus any charisma.
I think that's an accurate way of explaining it.
Yeah, we're gonna finish the game though. We should do Cube of War next time.
How long?
Next time. So the little boy said it. He's playing Connect Disney. Remember Connect Disney?
Is it where you're just in Disney World?
Yeah, and they were playing all the mini games at E3, and half of them didn't work, and the kid kept crashing into walls. And they were pretending they were having a fun time. This is going to be a long night. We're at the end of the game. What are you talking about?
It has been a long time, though.
Yeah, it has been a long time. You just said it's going to be a long night. We're at the very end. This is the very end. Did you like the Batman and Superman interview?
Oh, you mean sad?
Yeah.
That was very funny.
At the very end, he just says, "I agree."
Yeah, I agree.
"24 subfloors." Listen, we know speedrun tech. You throw Pikmin.
We got down to level 9. We're about halfway there.
Did
you see they uploaded Silence from F-Zero in the video?
What the hell? Someone just traded me a oh, what the hell is his name?
What is it? What is it?
Kyogre. Someone traded me a Japanese Kyogre for my ball toy.
They didn't want it anymore.
Guess what?
They probably were hacking and just have a bunch of them.
Maybe.
You know that anyone who hacks probably has polluted the whole trade system with stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's hard to tell. I don't think you can really tell.
No. That's the thing, is that if you find like Pokemon with perfect stats too, more than likely someone cheated to get them there.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the stats. If they're not perfect, don't put the stats up.
Set up a mumble chat so we can make fun of the gamers. Okay.
Vertically make fun of the
What the fuck is this?
What?
Oh, gotta deal with that shit.
Okay. Those are bulbous.
I can go the other way.
Say, oh, I'm so bulbous.
The
bulby.
Garbage.
What form of retardation did Bulby have?
He had his own form called Bulby's disease.
Oh. He had a bulbous tumor in his brain, which is why they named him Bulby.
Precisely.
He does the slap, 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 clap, clap, clap dance, trying to get it out.
Yeah.
That's very rude.
What?
Okay, this yogurt does not have a very beneficial nature, so it may not be bad. This person just might have not wanted it anymore.
Because it didn't have the right nature.
If they can't go and get it again, let's see restart.
Did you know Jimmy Neutron was originally going to be called Bimmy?
Bimmy.
He's going to be called Dimmy Doo.
Jimmy Doogra.
Dimmy Degrassi. He was a big fan of Degrassi. What's the deal with Degrassi? Because I know Justin's obsessed with it.
Show.
It's Canadian.
Is there a reason why people legitimately like got engrossed within it?
No.
Isn't Rocco from Mega 64 also obsessed with it? I know a lot of people are obsessed with it for some reason.
Well, the whole thing is, it's like every episode of that show is like a special message episode.
Like, don't do drugs.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, we watched a bunch of anti-drug cartoons a few days ago.
It was very ridiculous.
Did you ever see the Gem anti-drug episode?
No.
A girl starts popping pills that a strange boy who happened to know her name at school. It was really weird. The way the episode starts off is that her parents died in a car accident a month prior, so she's going to stay at the orphanage. They also say that right in front of her, like they're telling the story to the orphanage people who are running it. But she goes into the rec room and they're all playing ping pong and having fun. They say, "Come join us," and she runs away crying. And she says that everyone's so talented and I'm nothing and I'm worthless. And then she goes to school and there's a boy who plays with her on the seesaw. By the way, she's 16. And he says, "Oh yeah, you're we'll call her Kimberly." He says, "Oh yeah, you're Kimberly and you're age 16 and you're staying at the orphanage." She says, "Wow, how'd you know that?" He said, "Oh, I broke into the records office because when I see new cute girls at school, I want to get all information on them."
That's actually what he says. And
that's actually what he says, and she's charmed by it.
Yeah. I assumed that it was. I assumed that they were going to imply that he was Satan, and that's why he knows everything about her. But
he's just a kid. He's just a kid.
They never. That's it.
At the end, he gets busted in an arcade.
Yeah, they arrest him.
He is just a kid. But so I guess the story was true. But she gets pills from him because she says, "Oh, I'm scared. Gem and the holograms want me to perform with them, and I'm not talented." He says, "Well, take these pills. They'll make you feel great." And she starts hallucinating in her bedroom after taking them, and everything like turns into horrible demons. And you would expect, because all the other anti-drug cartoons we saw when that happened, they acted scared of it. She was completely fine with it. She was having a great time, and it was actually like, that's what you would expect. If someone was actually on drugs, they would be having fun with it. But then she cracks the window open and runs out the window and says she wants to fly. And she starts screaming from the roof, saying she's gonna jump.
She starts cackling maniacally like a fucking crazy person.
And she's slapping her arms, saying she's a bird and she's gonna fly.
Are you serious?
And then she has to run up. Gem has to run up to the roof to try to save her, and then a piece of the roof breaks off and she slips. But unfortunately, she catches her.
I was disappointed that she immediately like intuited that she was on drugs, because I thought that she was just gonna mistake it for a suicide attempt, considering how she'd been like a depressed sad sack the whole time.
She was an asshole to everybody throughout the entire thing, even before she did the drugs. She was a miserable asshole. But then she starts playing guitar and she wakes one of the girls up, and the girl threatens to shove it down her throat if she doesn't stop. And it seems like, it's a cartoon. She's like, but then they start fighting.
Yeah, she actually leaps onto the bed and attacks her. I was very surprised.
And then, what is her name when she's not Jem? Jerica?
There you go. I was going to say Erica, but yeah, it's Jerica.
But she comes in the room at like 4 a.m. to stop them from fighting, and she's dressed up very pretty. She has a jacket on and everything. I guess she was playing dress up at 4 a.m. and she happened to hear them. But the guy refuses to give her pills anymore. She starts losing her mind, and she gets really angry, and she starts fighting with everybody. And then she goes into, I guess, rehab. Where was it? Was it just school therapy? I don't even remember what it was. It was like a group therapy session.
Yeah, I think she goes to like a support group or something.
Yeah, and the person running it looks exactly like her. It's her clone. But she's voiced by. She sounded like she was doing like an alien voice. She was saying,
"Now you have nothing to worry about,"
and it was really weird.
That's right. I forgot.
It was such a weird episode, but at the end of it, the two girls say, well, we don't need to rely on drugs anymore. And then immediately they're at the arcade buying drugs. And I was hoping they're just going to go with that, but they didn't learn anything, but it was a drug bust. And it was the episode. I didn't learn anything. We found out after watching like 3 of them, they just make you want to do drugs more. It's really unusual. I don't even care about drugs.
Yeah,
does that affect
Ding Dong
me?
was like the least. He's like the straightest Dutch person I know, and he was like, "Damn, even I want to do drugs after this."
The thing is, we watch Cartoon All Stars, and the cartoon characters are assholes to him the entire time. They're trying to kill him, and they're yelling at him the whole time. At least
they're constantly belittling him, like, "Oh God, what an idiot."
Some friends they are.
Yeah.
And then we watched the Flintstones kids one, and that was the most confusing because I think the kid was supposed to be drunk because he was like slurring his words and stumbling around, but then he apparently smoked marijuana, and as we all know, that's what it does to you. He bumps into a tree and he puts his fist up and he goes, "Why I oughta," and that is what marijuana does to you.
Makes you want to fight.
But he runs up to Wilma is in with the wrong crowd, and they dressed her up like a slut.
They did. She's a 5-year-old.
It's weird enough that 5-year-olds are doing drugs, but he's so excited he runs up to them. He says, I just did a few of these earlier."
Yeah, he does. He says, "I did a few of these." He did a few weeds.
It makes it seem like it was supposed to be about beer originally, and then they said, "No, make it weed."
You rock fun. You rock cocaine.
And then they have to enter into the riddle rally, and I don't know what the fuck a riddle rally is, and they kept saying it, and we were trying to piece together what a riddle rally is. It was just a scavenger hunt. But he is so wasted that he ends up losing. But Wilma goes home to tell her parents that her new friends are doing drugs, and then she covers up and acts like they're gonna hit her.
She covers her face like they're gonna hit her.
She curls into a ball and covers her face. And then they decide drugs are lame, and they start the Just Say No Club, and then they start making papercraft Just Say No figurines, and then they make posters, and they start making play dates just to make anti-drug material, which is kind of weird. Most kids play like baseball or something.
Play baseball.
And then at the end of the episode, before we even started it, because we knew Michael Jackson appeared in it, I asked Julian. I said, "What do you think his name is going to be?" And he said, "Michael Jackstone." I groaned really loud when we started the episode, and surely enough, his name was Michael Jackstone. Also, they had a black friend.
They did.
They had one of the black
Interesting how he
stones.
never shows up in the future.
Yeah. Are you trying to say that they have a shorter life expectancy?
Yeah.
You think Fred killed him?
Yes.
Fred. Also, Fred was just voiced by, what's his name?
By Robin.
Yeah. We heard him in a bunch of cartoons we kept watching. He was voicing everybody. Cartoon All-Stars is real weird. They try to get you feeling bad for the kid, and they flash back 2 years prior. And the first words you hear that leave his mouth are you kids cruising? You guys cruising for lung cancer?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I fudged that one up.
It's okay, I did too. Jeez. Do you think it's a conspiracy? They're trying to get people to do drugs?
Yes. I think I subscribe to that idea at this point.
I wouldn't doubt it. Because none of it made any sense either. I mentioned that we had Dare when we were in middle school and we had the beer goggles and everyone was looking forward to doing it. It just made it seem like fun. You know, they show you all the cool stuff it does. Say, oh, but just so you know, kids, haha, wink, wink. You know, don't do the drugs that are, you know.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you do the drug. I remember I failed Dare. The single assignment you got for Dare.
Why'd you do the drug?
I didn't do the drug. The single assignment was you're supposed to fill out a crossword puzzle over the course of the year. I just didn't feel like it.
Over the course of a year?
Eh. That was your major assignment, was there was a gigantic crossword puzzle. I can't even make it up. That was the thing, you had to find words in it, like drugs and alcohol. And I guess that was supposed to inform you not to do drugs, was you do a crossword puzzle that says drugs and alcohol in it. You try to dig and find around for drugs and alcohol.
That's fucking... They're trying to subliminally get you to do this.
It sure is weird that kids who took
highlighting the word of the thing that you're supposed to avoid is just positive reinforcement. They know damn well what they're doing.
One of the words, owl.
Owl.
Because they like owls. One of the words is milk, so you drink your milk. Make your bones strong. But you had to find like 100 words on it, and I didn't feel like it. It's not like it mattered. At the end of the year, when they had the big thing in the auditorium for when kids were leaving school, they were giving everyone their Dare diplomas, and they just don't call you up. And you go, okay. And that was it. Then the officer that taught our Dare class ended up getting arrested a year later. No, it didn't happen. Although our PE teacher, I think I told this story before, that he was actually in the Olympics and he won a silver medal. He was an Olympic diver, I think is what he was. And then he ran 2 kids over while he was drunk and killed one. And they took his medals away. And then he became a PE teacher at school, and he was depressed every day of his life, and everyone made fun of him for it constantly. Can you imagine?
No.
That's him crying. This is Marge, you're tearing me apart. Hey, Mr. Byrne, get out of the way. Someone said all your
you're tearing me apart, it says you're breaking my heart.
You're breaking me heart.
Marge, you're breaking me heart.
Tearing me apart was the room, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, they're very easily confused.
Yeah, they are. He goes, who is this guy? Hmm?
Old toadfish, mate.
Marge says, where's Lisa? And then nobody responds to that. I wish someone just did like a point-and-click adventure styled like that, or like those Dilbert animations. Because the way they look, they remind me of like old point-and-clicks. I'd play a game like that.
They won't do it.
They're expensive, okay? You have to get Jack Black to voice in them. You need Jack Black to say one line in it.
Yeah.
Pay him $400,000 to do it. Tim Schafer says, come on.
Get the fuck over here.
My driver's ed teacher was crippled from the waist down. Well, that means they can't hit the brakes.
I think that's a joke.
That means you're gonna die. My driver's ed teacher gave me a D and said, may God have mercy on your soul. That's not a joke. I still have a binder somewhere with them writing really mean things to me in it. I hated my life because of driver's ed and how bad I was at driving. My driver's ed teacher was a head in a jar. Has anyone ever been a head in a jar? Can that happen yet? Can we get that working yet? Can we, like, stuff all your organs into your neck? Make it work? Come on, technology. Why are you hitting this bagpipe?
Because he's a bad
Did you know if you leave the gyroids sitting for an hour and you turn your back to them, they pull out a knife and their eyes turn red? Oh, his little eyes are closed. Did you know the Pikmin song that they used in ads when translated into English, they're actually telling kids to go commit suicide?
Yeah.
That's
why it was so popular among businessmen.
They say they grant the children to hell.
They did.
I can't believe they worked that into a Did You Know Gaming episode. That's not even actual knowledge.
That was embarrassing, yeah.
Did you know a gyroid is a Greek sandwich buried underground for future eating? Yeah, anyway. Did you know 1,000-year eggs aren't even 1,000 years old? What a ripoff. It's a good thing those Pikmin aren't getting stung by attacking that. Jellyfish are freaky.
How freaky?
Fad freaky. Oh. That was in that jellyfish, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that frog better not be able to...
Frog. What are frogs from? Why does that sound familiar? Is that WarioWare?
Yeah.
Remember that ad campaign and at the end of the commercials that says, "Shut your mouth breathers." That's effective advertising.
Yeah. Well, it catches the attention of all the mouth breathers.
I'm glad we have a picture of Patty Mayonnaise naked in our mentions now.
She's disgusting.
Oh, did someone upload a clip of the elephant giving birth with the offspring MIDI? Oh no. Jesus Christ. Sailor Moon's got the boom anime babes thing that make me think the naughty thing. Yeah, that is. It's what he says in 1 week. He wants to fuck a little girl. This is Sailor Moon's got the boom. I'm gonna pin her down in a room. I'm going to impregnate her womb.
The boom crew.
The boom crew. Talisman of life. Well, do you want to watch more episodes of The Boom Crew?
No.
Yeah, I don't need to.
It's okay.
It's okay if it came out now, people would say it's just because the characters are black that no one liked it.
They probably would.
And then one of the creators would go on Twitter saying they promote pedophilia.
Okay, let's see what bullshit this level's gonna face us with.
Okay, I have to stop watching this elephant give birth. I forgot. I forgot how good it sounded with the MIDI file over it. Why are MIDI files so funny?
Because they sound silly.
The Proud Family episode where the Muslims got their garage door spray painted. Did that happen? We watched the Kwanzaa episode where the homeless people said they actually chose to be homeless. And they were trying to shame them for not choosing to be homeless. Also something about Kwanzaa in the last minute. Emoji means unity. Now everyone in unity, quit your job. Oh, the little bread bug doesn't want you to take it. Oh, look at him, he's like a little tank. He starts vibrating. Poor guy. Oh, you bonked him. I think they're my favorite. The little goofballs. They don't know any better.
They're the little mans.
There was a Ramadan feast in the Muslim family. There was never in any other episodes of the Proud Family. What were they called?
That sounds fun.
The Muslimies? Like Inspector Gadget and the Gadgetinis?
Yeah.
That was a thing. Oops. That's correct. You can't talk about ISIS, but you can talk about elephants giving birth.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just watching the elephant get kicked around again.
Welcome to the elephant stream, everybody.
They said this is like a one-way mirror where I can only see the words I type when they're censored. Oh my god.
I really don't know how to deal with this.
Paste that video on the chat, whoever uploaded that and tweeted it at us, the elephant video. Oh my god, I forgot all about that. Radhika Zamin is a Muslim student in the Proud Family. Radhika, like radical? Like you changed one letter and removed one? I see what you're doing.
I would not be surprised if that was actually the logic behind it.
It probably was. She and Penny Proud were selected to swap places during the week of school cultural awareness. Wow.
Wow.
She is voiced by Sheetal Sheth. And then Oscar yells out, "True-day! There's a terrorist in the house, True-day!"
That's right, because he was being super, like, offensive towards the homeless people, so if
so were her friends. Her friends hated
He's just going to start screaming about how she's a terrorist, because he's very insensitive.
And then the homeless family had a little girl that just looked like a boy.
Yeah, we assumed he was just supposed to be like a really pretty boy.
You're even saying he right now.
Oh,
It's because they're wearing a suit and everything, though. They just look like a boy. And they haven't name dropped that book.
That was embarrassing.
That sounds like a really cool book. I will consider purchasing it at local library. Penny Proud appeared in Lilo and Stitch.
Oh yeah, she did, and they didn't bother changing like the animation style or anything, and so it looked really weird.
No, he'd be waking up in like an hour from now. But if this game keeps going, then yeah, he'll probably be awake, and he'll be on the train.
It'll be like last week.
It was kind of fun last week. I forgot he mentioned 9/11 while he was on the train. He said that out loud. He's making a joke about 9/11 out loud. Holy moly. Siri, who would win in a fight, elephant or rhino?
9/11.
That's what she'll say.
Okay,
Siri, call Siri.
who should I ring for you?
Siri,
I don't see Siri.
Siri.
Hi, Stump Rank Stick. This is so whip my diet for so whip line and my diet for wild wally new sexy hot. What can I do for you?
Just checking in.
I'm not sure I understand.
What are you up to tonight? You're looking alright.
If you insist.
Looking pretty ripe.
Right.
I'm not sure I understand.
Oh, I think I know what's going on here, Siri.
I'm not sure I understand.
You're about to.
I'm sorry.
Well,
You
alright.
apologize for that.
Someone just typed Julius, don't do this.
Oh, Julius.
For anyone wondering how it's spelled, it's not with a J, it is with an H. If we can get a partnership on Twitch, though, we'll gladly turn it on, save replays so we can have them forever.
Followed the best gamers USA,
USA.
USA, Lego Island. Consider it. Consider following, because they'll make it easier for us to get a partnership, and then we can just save replays. And then we can have all the emoticons. I'm sorry, that was rude.
How could you?
I don't know. Shout it out.
We should have an emoticon of Jason's parrot.
It'll be called Shout It Out.
Yeah. What was his name again? I always forget. I always think Sachimo, but that was the dog.
No, was it Tonto?
It was Tonto, you're right.
Well, you have to be a subscriber to watch the replays. I'm pretty sure we can make them open to everybody. But that's why we're trying to... Oh, you're asking if we have replays? No. We haven't been saving any of them. It's because Twitch just rubs them out after a week anyways, and you're not partnered. I forget what all the specifics of getting partnered is. I know they want you to have a viewer count that's at least in the triple digits. Which it isn't right now, but it's early morning. Of course not. I think we're fine for that. I just don't know if we have enough in the following. I don't know how it works. They leapt at the chance to have Chris and Zach though, and now they're regretting having Zach because he did a Rob Schneider and Donald Trump emoticon, and they keep trying to remove them. He keeps putting them back in.
Yeah.
There's 500 that's not correct. They have a page for it you can read. You don't need 500. Or do you mean followers? Because in terms of viewers, they lowered what their expectation for it was and just said if you had triple digits, viewers are...
What am I missing?
What's that a can of?
Is the video going back in Skype? No, it's not.
I'm just watching it through Twitch. I think it used to be 500 was what they expected for a partnership, but if you go read the page for it now, it says it's just triple digits. Like, specifically, that's the wording, is triple digits. And I know people have gotten partnered with like 100 viewers. That's the thing, is like Chris doesn't even get 500 viewers sometimes. He'll get up to like 400. But they recognize Chris, so that's also why he got partnered immediately. He's a big boy. I guess I could just try putting a thing in for a partnership already.
Oh, you apply for it?
Yeah, you have to apply for it, you have to contact them. I'm pretty sure they're gonna say no, though, because we don't have that many followers. It'd probably be best to do it before we launch the TV thing, though. Because I bet they'll get angry about it for whatever reason, even though it's our own content. If you stream League of Legends, what should you do to yourself? I don't know, it depends. I'm not in much of a position to say anything though. I play Dota, so... Oops. Although League of Legends makes no sense to me, by comparison. No, it makes perfect sense what you're saying. It's very exploitative as a game. It tries to take advantage of people, keep feeding it money. It's very dumbed down as a game. Dota's stupid too, man. This is it's also coming from someone who's. That's the thing too, is that the Reddit community for Dota is horrible, and they get to influence a lot of decisions with that game. And I remember, I don't like Reddit in general, but I was making a post there complaining about how a system in the game was broken, and everybody on the Reddit was yelling at me, telling me it's not a problem, and I had to take all these video clips to show them why it wasn't working. And then they were...
Oh shit, we're here.
They... Really? Already?
Yeah. I thought there were like 20 floors.
Yeah, the guy said there's 20. But the thing was that the people on there were getting mad at me then, saying that I'm probably low skill, and that's why I'm complaining. And I'm in the top 100, so I don't... Probably not anymore. But I don't think you... Jeez.
There he is, there's your favorite guy.
No, there's no good Reddit community.
Markiplier.
My favorite guy, Markiplier. Reddit's a mess of a website. They also encourage you not to submit your own content. In fact, they'll ban you if you submit too much of your own content. You're encouraged to steal content and post it. Oh, there's Louie. Why did Louie get himself so lost? Why did he come down here? Louie, why are you down here? Louie. Is that really Louie? What's his problem? Why are you fighting Louie?
No, I should probably come down here with the correct selection. Pikmin.
What, can you leave?
Yeah. Because you do not need any purples for this.
Pretty sure he fell asleep at the microphone.
Oh. Poor little guy.
So tuckered out. What do you think Pick carrots taste like?
Like smegma.
Okay. We'll go with that.
It's a good reaction.
I'm just leaving Louie to die. They're probably not. They're really tiny carrots. I mean, if they're the size of Pikmin, they gotta be really tiny. Why is he so big in Smash Brothers?
Because he had a growth ray.
A growth ray. I left after the International 5. Good job. I was ready to give up on it after the 4th one. That was when they had so much money and support, and they did nothing with it. This is coming from someone who played the game a whole lot, to the point that I climbed that far up on Dota buff. It is a stupid game. There's things I like about it, but there's so much wrong with it, and it's never going to be fixed because it's under Valve and the community is stupid and doesn't know what they want. or what's wrong with it, and they won't own up to it because it's Valve. I bring this up pretty often, don't I? I'm sorry. I don't like what Valve is doing, and I hate that people suck them off so much because they don't deserve it. They haven't earned it. Are you playing cleanup? What's underneath there? What are you digging for?
Peas.
The way it works with most of Valve's games is that earlier on I enjoy them, and then after so many years they do nothing to support them, and they're also not making any new games anyways. And Dota is their big money maker, and they're not even bothering to do anything for it. They're all about the cash money, and they won't even put their own money towards doing anything for the game. They won't even hire on more staff for it. Dota's team's down to like...
You don't need to.
Someone said, I don't like anything anymore. There's okay stuff out there. There's there, little guy. Don't be sad. Yeah, just get a bunch of yellows. Take a bunch of yellows out. Are you allowed to take out just 100 yellows?
Yeah, you can.
Why'd you do it?
Because he does do other stuff. And yellow is fairly useless once you get rid of once you get rid of his electric weapon.
Why does Louie want to kill you?
That's what everybody does.
Yeah, but why Louie? I don't get MOBAs. I don't know why people say it like that, like, oh, I just don't get it. Like, it's a video game. It's like saying, oh, I don't get strategy games. Oh, I don't get fighting games. Like, there's a specific audience for it. If you don't like it, okay. Although the thing I don't like about it is everyone who's been making them is using it just to exploit people for money, doing these free-to-play games. And also, it's weird that it's considered its own genre because it shouldn't be really. It was a mod based off of Warcraft. Technically, it's just an RTS, but you control one character. I don't get memes. Now that's reasonable. That's reasonable. We're still, the scientific community is still trying to explore the limits of memes and how far they can go. And I mean, we got a meme running for president now, so apparently they go pretty far. We don't know yet just how destructive the sheer force of memes are. And they actually be our key to the universe.
Memes are the universe.
Meme funny. I love you. Mama and Papa let me watch the internet once a week, and I watch meme. Mickey Mouse is in Undertale. I laughed so hard.
He's just a funny little mouse.
He says that a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Because I remember Kermit in the Angry Birds video says he's just a funny little bird.
There's a funny little frog. He either says he's a bird or a frog because he got turned into a bird. But then Minecraft Obama starts burping about creepers. And everyone goes, who's Obama? Because the election's happening. And no one talks about Obama.
He's on his way out.
He is on his way out. He's still in there, though. The Supreme Court nominee is still a thing.
Who cares? It's not Trump.
It's true. Joey Salads did a video where he pretended to get beat up for holding a Trump sign. I'm glad even prank channels are hopping in on politics. What a time to be alive.
Oh boy, we're gonna do this shit.
The limits of human tolerance. How many memes can it handle before a significant result? Only so many. You could drive a man to insanity with too many of them. I remember the first time I played, I thought you had to have pigment of that color lifting the pellets. Oh, there's a bagpipe. Whoa, he killed a lot of them.
A funny thing, huh?
How do you turn him to stone?
You gotta burp on him.
Who burps on him?
There are mostly reds. Okay, who's missing? Oh.
Did you hear? A man sat on a... Man... Oh, thank you. A man sat on a chair so hard that the chair sat on him. Could you imagine?
How does that work?
I don't even know. Don't tell Paul Revere. You get it from toilet seats. It really was a product of the time. ADD was huge back then. And then everybody realized that for the most part it's just tied to being immature. That's ADHD, but... Animation domination high def. Did you know her name was Sugar Mama because they would say, give me some sugar, and she would fuck him.
She would fuck him.
Fuck him. They would challenge her to a fuck.
I'm disappointed that that challenge was never met.
He didn't even honor him saying it. No honor.
Yeah, he just ignored him.
Remember when the office chair exploded and penetrated a Chinese man's anus? Yes, I do. Everyone loves posting the image of the chair that bursted with blood all over the floor. Everyone's really scared that the chairs are gonna break. What a way to go.
I'm not sure what you said.
Siri's ignorant.
Sure is. So tell me more about pick carrots.
I guess they're orange, apparently.
Apparently. By the way, those ramen noodles, they were just okay. It was the real deal, but they were just okay. They were really thick though, and that was good. Are those supposed to be fish?
What are you talking about?
He said those little swirls in ramen noodles are fish.
I don't know. I think I've heard that before, but I have no idea, honestly.
Let me look it up.
I guess that would make some sense considering the spiral, that it was actually like a rolled up thing.
Oh, it is fish. Huh. Not sure. It looks like a spiral because of how they roll them up. I noticed that though when I was eating it, they were actually really thick. And they tasted good. Usually when I have ramen, I don't have those in them in a way that they're that thick. They're usually really thin and don't taste like anything. So that was nice. I just said it's fish. Someone in the chat said it's not. It's fish. Rolled fish. I just said it was.
You're a liar.
It's good. I liked it. I like tofu a lot too. Tofu's good. Remember when the Chinese woman died from a faulty escalator?
No.
I don't. Is there a video of it?
Sounds like a thing that would have happened.
I remember the guy in the little scooter, and he couldn't wait for the elevator, and he crashed it through the door and fell down.
That's a very good video.
That one you don't have to feel bad for laughing at that one. He was asking for it. He did that to himself. If someone chooses to do that to themselves, you have full right to think it's funny. How did she die from a faulty escalator though? What'd the escalator do? Did it go too fast or what? Did it suck her into it? Let's look it up. Live leak. You know what I really want right now is Shake Shack. Oh, I'd kill for that right now. Escalator severs kid's fingers. Kid's fingers.
Cat's fingers.
Elevator death in China. I didn't say elevator, I said escalator. Are you pulling my leg? I'm not finding this video.
It was all a hoax.
It was all a dream. Used to read Word Up magazine. Okay, here's an escalator. What happened to it? Oh, oh, that's kind of fun. Oh no. What a weird way for it to malfunction. Usually escalators just turn into a flight of stairs. It started going backwards and throwing everyone off of it.
That sounds fun.
And someone's on the stairs and he's just watching them. It's like a big fun ride. Escalator video where the mom falls through the top. How does... falls through the top? How does that happen?
Top of what?
Yeah, what does that mean? Was there a hole in the escalator or something? That's actually a good prank. Cut a hole in the escalator. So one of the steps... Yeah, so one of the steps isn't there. There's just a big...
pair of oversized scissors.
Yeah.
It says Acme on them.
No, you use a giant knife, you dummy. You cut it like a birthday cake.
Use a pizza slicer.
You throw an anvil into it. And who did he throw an anvil at? Doobie? Did he put an anvil through Doobie's head? Was that what happened?
Remind me what this was.
Someone in JoJo got an anvil thrown through.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I think it was Doobie.
Poor Doobie. Our friend Doobie, who appeared for 2 minutes.
His head was a sack full of snakes and not an actual head. Because
I'm so glad. I am so glad they made that decision instead of making it an actual head. A hole appeared at the top of the escalator and the mom got all ground up and the daughter saw it all. Oh. Ground up?
Like ground beef.
I'm looking at the lively where mother and daughter on escalator hit the ground, shopping cart from nowhere. Well, that's not an escalator accident, that's a shopping cart going down an escalator. Escalator, China, mom.
Escalator, China, mom.
Mom saves son before dying in escalator. Oh no.
How could she?
Would you save your child and die for them?
Yeah, pretty sure.
What if they died a minute later?
I wouldn't know about it because I was dead.
I guess so. You can have peace of mind. You turn into a ghost and you come out of your body and you go, phew, at least he's safe. And then he dies right before you go, shucks.
Shoot. Phooey.
And he turns into a ghost who said, I didn't make it. Oh! Oh no! Oh my god. So it wasn't even the escalator. I was confused by that, how that works. It was the floor plate in front of the escalator fell through. So, like, the floor in front of it caved in, and she fell through it, so it grinded her up. Well, at least she saved her child.
Oh, Oh god.
She slid him across the floor so she wouldn't get him killed. Also, I don't like this wording, fell to her death in escalator. She didn't fall to her death. She got grinded up.
Well, her death
difference. Well, falling makes it sound so, I don't know, quick, immediate, safe as a death.
Oh, it worked. I didn't think that was gonna...
That's like if you said man fell to death in a factory accident, as opposed to man falls into machinery and gets grinded to bits by it. There's a difference. One sounds like it was a quick death at least, and the other sounds horrible and miserable. Oh no. There she goes, she got pulled into it. And now the escalator isn't moving.
She ruined everybody else's shopping.
Sheesh.
Oh, that's just mean.
Shoddy work of the Chinese making that floor. That is weird. I wondered how thin the floor tiles were. At least the kid's okay.
What an awful story that would be.
Yeah.
You grow up and your whoever raises you is like, oh yes, your mother was very brave. She died to save you from an escalator.
From an escalator. It'd be a weird kind of trauma to have from it too, like you'd probably be disturbed by escalators, but not escalators themselves. The very top of the escalator, like the floor after the escalator. The plates are made that thin so they're easier to repair. Easier to kill you too.
Alrighty, let's try this again.
Remember the video of the wedding where the floor caves in? Yes, I do remember. And it was... whoever was filming it sure was lucky because they were just on the edge of that hole that caved in. Time to kill Louie. Louie's no friend of mine. Why'd you even come back to save him if he wants to kill you? Remember the children's elementary school performance for the stage collapse? That sounds... Did they die? Don't tell me they die because it sounds funny otherwise.
Did I get them all? I think I did.
Okay, well then it can be funny. Then it could be funny.
Oh, god damn it. He still got them, didn't he?
Why does Louie hate you? Is there a plot reason for why he hates you?
Because he doesn't like the way that you do business.
Oh. His way of doing it is getting left behind.
Oh shit. No, no.
Yeesh. Oh no, someone made a 3D visual graphic of what it looked like when she fell through it. Escalator swallows toddler's mother. That's one way of putting it. She got bored by the escalator.
Huh.
Oh no. Escalator, why did people have to tell me about this? Escalator handrail crushes boy in China. And it's a photo of a little boy and he slid underneath it. How did that happen? Does that even move fast enough that you could get shot underneath it and crushed? This is horrible. Why am I waking up to this? Speaking of collapse, a bridge just collapsed in India, killing a bunch of people.
Is just reading about just a bunch of disasters now?
Someone just said that in the chat. No wonder 150,000 people died according to Siri.
Oh, hey, I did it.
Siri, will an escalator kill me?
Let me think. Here's what I found on the web for will an escalator kill me.
Siri,
Yes.
I have...
How may I assist you?
Taco Bell made me shitty.
Here's what I found on the web for Taco Bell made me shitty.
Taco Bell make me stinky.
Here's what I found on the web for Taco Bell make me stinky.
Me stinky baby boy. Boo 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 boo.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
why do I only have 20 of it? Ah, Jesus, come on.
Oh, so it was a 4-year-old kid and he was just crawling around underneath it. And it sucked him in.
That doesn't sound very safe.
So the parents weren't even paying attention to him.
Oh my god, parents. Okay, I should be laughing at these, but parents in China really don't care about their kids by escalators. This one has a bunch of photos taken like it's a comic, and he grabs onto the railing, and the next frame is him going flying, holding onto it for dear life. His mom is nowhere near him. He just grabbed onto it and was riding it. And he fell off. Jesus. I want to look after the babies.
What am I doing now?
He didn't die. It's okay. It's okay to laugh. He didn't die. It's the rule of thumb.
Good thing, huh?
Did you know after you fall from a certain height, you turn into a rag doll?
What are all these things coming up? A toddler miraculously survived after falling from a shopping mall's escalator in China. It's always these escalators.
They love their escalators.
What's your favorite accident?
The best one. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. I got stun locked.
Oh, he comboed you. Did you ever see the still photo of the car that ran through the bike race? And all of them are shot into the air and a bunch of their shoes are flying off. Someone said, "What is happening here? Is this the Escalator Hour?" I guess so. I'm sorry, one thing just led to another. There's so many stories about Chinese escalators. Don't sing My Life Me in the chat. And then she says she's here to stay, and then she gets canceled. I knew Louie was nothing from trouble since the beginning. Nothing from trouble, nothing but trouble. He came from trouble. He had a troubled past. His father was a drunk who killed his wife. Can we watch My Life Me, the manga slam one? No, because somebody here refuses to watch that one.
Do it. I will not do it.
Listen, I'll watch Freddy Got Fingered if we can watch the manga slam.
That's fair.
Okay. It's probably not a good trade because then means you're sitting through like a half hour and I have to sit through an hour and a half.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
That one is the most baffling thing ever. What the fuck is a manga slam?
Make it self-explanatory.
You write poetry about manga. You move me in your manga ways. That's all I remember her saying. Fuck you, Lou.
Why is Louie gotta be like this?
Oh my gosh, I'm almost out of, I didn't even realize I'm almost out of, the petrification spray.
I thought the manga slam was made up by the... No, that's what the premise of the episode is that it's to win a trip to Japan. And she goes, "Oh boy, I can watch anime." And then the black kid wins because he wants to go see Dragon Ball Z. Why did Louie become Porky? That's a good question. I'm not sure. He had the same kind of character arc. Crunchyroll's ads are so repetitive. Don't use it then. Just use like this anime or something. They did a good job butchering the JoJo subtitles. One of the characters is called Steely Dan, and they changed his name to Dan of Steel. And then Oingo Boingo, which are two characters. I forget what they even changed their names to. It had nothing to do with it, but they're still holding a book that says Oingo Boingo on it. And that was okay. Oh no! They all burned up.
Oh my god, what a massive failure this has been.
I believe in you. You can kill Louie. Do you get any indication how well you're doing?
No.
Well, if part 4 actually starts in like 2 days, then it was all for nothing. I couldn't get you caught up for it.
Well, we might still be able to. We could watch some tomorrow.
Get the shotgun a lot of it. Four-year-old boy left looking like Avatar extra. Wow, that's a nice headline.
What the fuck does that mean? It doesn't make any sense.
Boy lucky to be alive after he's crushed between two escalators. That's how they were describing him. Because his eyes were turned red. Except his pupils are blue. And his face is all purple.
His pupils, like what?
What?
His pupils were turned red.
His eyes were already blue, but like the outsides of his eyes were supposed to be white, turned red.
I see. Well, I still don't know what that means. Extra from Avatar. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. That's how they described how he looked, which is a really weird way of describing that in a news story. And his skin's all purple. That'd be kind of cool if he looked like that permanently. I believe in you. You can kill Louie.
He's really mad at you for leaving him behind. Oh.
Shit, I'm not gonna have enough guys left to do this.
You're not?
I think, if I remember correctly, I think one of the items requires 50 to pick it up.
Can you come back to do it?
Yeah, but I think like he respawns.
Oh. Remember how Miyamoto told I just doing the reason there hasn't been... I thought he said there was no new F-Zero because GX already did it perfect, so there's no point in making a new one. Which I wouldn't argue with. GX is pretty perfect. Are they gonna be okay?